Not my job, not my problem.
Not my problem.
I've heard that somewhere.
Yeah.
This sounds like something Droopy would say in the Looney Tunes.
Well, Max said
Your
it.
floor, sir.
Yeah, Max said it on this very show. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
That was an
3 weeks
episode
ago.
I was not on.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago.
All right.
Thank you for your services podcast. What's up?
Today we have a very special guest named Peyton. Peyton, hello.
Hello. How is everyone? It's great to be here.
I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good. Are you okay?
I'm holding up
Yeah.
for now. Yeah.
Mikey?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm good.
All right. Peyton, what do you do for a living?
That's a really good question, and I honestly don't even really know the answer.
Good. I'm glad we have you on.
Yeah.
Here, come
Tom
over.
doesn't know either.
So with
Am I
that,
too far
goodbye.
away?
Yeah,
I will
come
leave.
over.
Oh no, coming out.
Scoot in.
Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry.
There
I
you
don't like to
go.
corner people.
You're fine. You got a million feet. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. As a woman, I'm used to being interrupted. I'm kidding. Especially with my profession of being a music industry professional.
Why is that in quotes? Are you not actually a professional?
Well, I'm like a jack of all trades, master of none.
Oh.
No, she's probably great at her job, but artists that deal with her probably don't listen to her at all because I've seen that
Or
happen in the industry.
management.
I did get fired from Monster Jam, which I don't care if naming names is a problem. They suck ass.
Damn.
Wait, Monster Jam? Like the
Yes.
Like Gravedigger?
Yes.
And
Yeah,
Truckosaurus?
okay, that's what I thought.
Gravedigger's the Nepo baby, but the company that runs that is terrible.
Gravedigger's a Nepo baby? Mm-hmm. Whoa. Can you
Yeah.
give details or no?
His dad was the OG.
Oh, his dad's Gravedigger?
So then they're
Yeah.
like, oh, here's a thing that you can
No,
do.
it's just passing the torch to
Yeah.
the next one and the next one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
I think there's only two people that like aren't part of the Anderson family that drive Gravedigger. But yeah, so I did that for 4 days in January.
Oh,
I
wow.
was an assistant merch manager. And just did Nashville shows, but production coordinator, do all things hospitality. I leave for tour in 4 days, doing merch, photo, and video for Deaf Heaven, which
Merch,
stoked
photo,
about.
and video?
What's Deaf Heaven?
Deaf Heaven.
man-
They're like
she
a
manifested that
shoegazy.
shit.
Oh, yeah, they're my favorite band. I have them tattooed on me.
Whoa.
Seen
Is that a
them, like-
Blair Witch tattoo?
It is.
That's rad. Fucking
Thank you.
Love the Blair Witch Project. A
It's a
lot.
good time.
Yeah. Do you like Book of Shadows?
Yes.
Okay.
So the,
I had to think about that, but yes.
so the day of this podcast is May 4th. So happy Cinco de Mayo tomorrow.
Ugh.
Where so you'll be on the road.
Oh, it's
I will be on the
also
road.
May the
Right now.
4th be with you.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah, that's
more
true.
accurate. Cinco
This
de
is
Mayo
also
is
good.
only celebrated in the U.S.
Yeah.
Weird, right?
No. I saw a great meme come through one of the daily emails from the receptionist.
Oh, God.
It's like, it's Tuesday. The only cure for, like, whatever that is more tacos. And in brackets, and tequila. And I'm like, oh, boy.
God.
So Deaf Heaven, is it
Yes.
spelled like
Like deaf, like
you can't hear
cannot
them?
hear.
It's
Okay.
it's
and then
phonetic.
Heaven, like
Yes. Like that.
Yeah,
Upstairs.
like Stairway
Yeah.
to.
Up
Okay.
there.
Cool.
Yeah, so they're
Deaf Heaven. I like that. Reminds me
Yeah.
of Martyrs, which is my favorite movie. Yeah. Okay.
So, what was it?
Nice.
Photo and what?
doing photo, some video, and merch. So I'm really good at counting to 12 for a living. I just did a festival in Fort Lauderdale
Cool.
this past weekend, which
Was
when
that
this
before?
comes out is a long time ago.
Was that before or after, like, Florida flooded?
That was so I was supposed to leave like the day after it flooded, so I had to rebook my flight
Oh my
from
gosh.
Fort Lauderdale to Orlando, and then my boyfriend, our friend, and I rented a car and drove 3.5 hours and got to Fort Lauderdale at 5 a.m. Had to be on site at this festival at like 9.
Damn.
Count everything in. It was great.
Oh,
Definitely
God.
not frustrating at all.
No, it's not.
And it was country, so everyone was really nice and definitely not,
Well, it's Florida.
politically frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Damn. So how did you get started in this business?
Yeah, so in college, I went to Pratt in New York, and then You know, I've always been going to shows, so started doing flyers in high school, and then
Okay.
started doing photography in college, and then would just kind of pick up whenever my friends would come through on tour, just kind of doing t-shirt sales when they'd be on stage. And then I got a job with Live Nation, which is, but
Yeah, my wife worked for them for a bit.
yeah,
Did she? I
it's
didn't know
It's a
that.
dark time, but you know, pays the bills. But yeah, but again, they're also the reason why I'm like doing fun non-Live Nation stuff now. So I can't really shit talk too much.
It was the bridge to like doing it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I had a lot of friends who had to like eat a lot of shit in order to get to like where they were. Like,
Yeah.
like, oh, now I can do, front of house for all these bands or whatever they have to do.
yeah.
Damn, so you really got started like the old school way of just like being good at like
putting on
setting
for the
up
scene.
flyers
Yeah.
and just like putting the effort in, being good at photography, and then people just noticing you and then just building from there. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, and
dude.
if we're digging back into Delaware lore, I started doing flyers for gigs at Harmony Grange.
Yeah, I used to
Project
go there.
Unity? Mm-hmm. Fuck
That's
yeah.
cool.
At
Yeah.
Project Unity DE.
Damn, and you're about 5 years younger than us, so that's
Yeah.
wild. Like, cause I'm trying to think of like when did shit like start going down for or just disappearing for them.
After my benefit show, I think.
No,
I
it was
thought
it was before that.
yeah, because I thought they
That's
opened.
when it started, yeah.
They
Yeah.
opened up only for your benefit show.
Supposedly, that was
And-
the last show there.
Yeah,
supposedly.
that's pretty cool though.
well, a lot of it had to deal with like people not wanting to. Lisa didn't want to do it anymore,
I
and
understand
neither
why.
did Harry. So they just
Well, I think you mean Leo Lightwork.
forgot he changed his name to Leo.
Yes. Yes,
Who
he
did?
Harry.
I saw him the other day.
I don't know if it's legally that, but
Change
like
it to Leo.
Leo
Let's go with Leo.
Lightwork is his DJ name.
Oh, that kind of fucks. To be
Yeah.
completely honest.
And if you look at if you
it's
fi-
way better than DJ H Maz.
if
To
you
be honest with
if
you,
you find his Instagram, he's like flying through portals and shit. It's pretty
it's
sweet.
fucking sick. Yeah,
Flying through portals.
Yes.
yeah.
I guess I just have to see it to believe it.
It's a lot of imagery. It's
Yo,
really
gosh.
sick.
So I was in this really shitty band. I was playing metalcore, like in a metalcore band. I was playing drums for them because there were no other punks around in Delaware at the time, and this was like 2007, and we recorded at Harry's studio. Yeah.
I forgot he did that.
And you know what? He was actually a really cool dude.
That Double Dealer EP was recorded there.
Wow, I didn't know that either.
Not Heathen Rising. Whose World Is This?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's shocking. Sounds good.
Because I'm pretty sure Cody produced it. Like did all the engineering
So
behind it.
do you
That makes
remember like what post? Or I'm sorry. So you did posters for the Harmony Grange?
And when I say I did posters, I did maybe 2.
Okay.
You did some posters.
Do you remember
Yeah.
what shows they were?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that's really
It
helpful.
was Lulu Dallas and
Lulu
No,
Dallas?
no, I'm
I
kidding, yeah.
loved that band.
I
dude.
know
They
you
used to go-
did.
Oh, okay. I had their fucking shredder shirt, dude.
Yeah, it wasn't any like cool bands. It was like my friends' like shitty high school bands that
That's
they had like
fun,
4
though.
people show up, but
yeah, we've all been
I
there.
rode
Yeah.
the high for sure.
I've literally played to
I've
no
played
one before.
those shows.
I've played to a camera one time at Mojo Maine, and no
I
one showed up
played-
for like an event.
I played to
Okay.
the entire tour package like dropped. Is up in Phoenixville, and it was just like us and the other opening band. We're
Phoenixville.
like, we're already here, so
You just played to each other?
we just played to each other and just
Yeah.
like talked about our sets and like, oh, like you guys should change this. You should change. We just gave you some like positive critiques. I
on,
guess.
on my very first tour, I played a legendary venue in Louisville called the Chestnut House that isn't around anymore, but all the hardcore kids live there, and they booked all the shows. And I think our show was the same night as another show,
No.
but they were so nice that they booked us anyway, paid us. Nobody came. The only people who watched us lived in the house.
Nice.
And they still sang along to a Life of Agony cover and fed us. And they put us up for the night. That was one of the best experiences ever. And
That sounds
we
like the
played
greatest possible show anyone could ever have.
yes.
You know?
Yes, we practiced basically to 2 people.
Us
and
paid for it.
And got paid for it. And us and the other band. Shout out to Alex from LDB and Tyler Short.
Damn, dude. You know, it is funny. Like I've played like huge venues that like barely like they'll fill up like a quarter of the way or something, and then or nobody's there. Like or then like I played a coffee shop in Clayton, Delaware, and the entire town would come out every time we'd play.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's wild. And this guy turned an old prison, like a little holding cell area, into a coffee shop, and it's really rad. Yeah, people still will show up there if I play there. It's fucking crazy, and there's nothing down there, dude.
No, it's just bumfuck Delaware.
Yep.
Down there.
Yeah, but those are my favorite shows.
Is Clayton that little no man's land town before Smyrna?
It's
after.
After Smyrna.
I think it's even after Dover, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's far.
Yes.
I'm thinking of
I haven't gone
Canton?
there. So.
Dude, I know. I
Really
would
long
only
time.
go down there to play shows or whatever. So, do you like I mean, this is a stupid question probably, but do you actually like the touring life, or do you wish you didn't have to?
Yes and no.
Okay.
So last summer, I if you could see on my Hydro Flask here,
Oh, yeah, look at that thing.
I'll show everyone.
A Kids Bop Live?
I kept thinking this was the
Kids
Mortal
Bop Live.
I kept thinking this was the Mortal Kombat logo, and then I see it's Red Rocks. But it,
Yeah, which so
I would love to. I
those
still
two
want to go to that venue.
stickers are related
okay.
because we almost sold out Red Rock.
who's we?
Kids Bop.
Kids
Fuck
Bop
yeah.
Live. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh, you?
Oh, yeah.
You did.
Oh yeah, I was the production coordinator. As in, I made sure the buses had all the snacks and dressing rooms had all the furniture, and I was really good at taping up signs and wayfinding.
Dude, that's wild. Wait.
Were there any fruit snacks on the bus?
There have to be.
So many,
Okay.
so many. They were not.
Welch's?
They were like, what the hell's a rider? I was like, you signed the contract.
Did they sign it
not
or
my-
the
somebody
parents
did.
Well,
signed
the
it?
parents.
Yeah.
So since they're minors, they had one parent per kid.
Oh God.
Let me
must have
guess.
been
I can't imagine that.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Were the
Yeah,
You got to
Parents-
give us a story.
Were the parents worse than the children?
absolutely.
They have to be. Kids don't know
Yeah.
anything.
We were somewhere in Texas on our way to California, and we stopped at a Buc-ee's at like 3 a.m. and we had a show the next day. Anyways, naturally, we had a crew bus and like the kids' parents' management had their own bus. A mom came up to me the next day, got in my face, and was like, I can't believe you didn't wake up my kid so he could go experience Buc-ee's. I was like, ma'am, this is a gas station. Which, love Buc-ee's, again.
I ride for Bucky.
Oh,
Love
shit.
it.
Look at
I
that
love
thing.
the Buck. But
I love Bucky
the
Beaver.
Buck.
when it comes down to it, it's 3 a.m. before a show, and it's a gas station.
It's essentially a Walmart with gas pumps.
Yeah, I've seen
Essentially,
pictures
yeah.
of Buc-ee's, and then my dad came home from I don't know what trip with like a bunch of Buc-ee's gear. He was
I
like,
have some.
"Man, I gotta tell you about this place I found."
My parents just stopped there on last Saturday because they're on their way home from Florida.
There you go.
And my dad was like, "Dude, I was pumped like 298," and I was like, "Yeah, Buc-ee's don't play." Everyone gets pump gas. No one waits. You just pull up and go.
Mm-hmm.
I still never went to Buc-ee's. Though.
I never went to a Buc. We don't have any in like Delaware, right?
Nah.
No,
It's
they're
in the
all like
south.
south. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, because we have Wawa and Sheetz down south, right? Is there
No,
still Sheetz down there? Or is that gone?
Sheetz is west and south. Yeah.
What's
But-
West
Yeah.
Delaware?
No, I'm talking about.
Like Lancaster, I think, has one.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
that makes
Lancaster
sense,
is
yeah.
actually the last Wawa you hit before there's no more Wawa.
I was just in Lancaster City two Saturdays ago. Yeah, really fun.
Nice.
Yeah, you ever go to that store, Angry Young and Poor? You ever been there? It's like a punk rock shop. It's been there since the 90s.
Yes.
I've been going there since
Yeah.
the early 2000s.
I've only been
I
to
guess.
actual like downtown Lancaster like twice in my life. Once just passing through, and once was like for a show. It was-
Yeah,
cool.
Played a show. Been to many shows there.
All right. Yeah.
There's a few. Oh yeah, that's true. Because fuck, what was the venue out there? Fuck, is it
The Chameleon Club.
Chameleon Club? There we go.
Oh shit! I didn't even think of that. I
Forgot
played
about
there
that.
before.
Yeah, I've been there plenty of times. Never mind.
I played some other place with this band called The Grip that is
Nice.
from Lancaster, but I don't remember what this venue was. I want to hear more about Kids Bop.
Yeah, I got like.
And
It's just
traveling.
going to be an
I
entire
really
hour of
fucked
Kids
up by not
Bop.
wearing some Kids Bop merch because I have
Obviously, plenty.
it was like not that great of an experience. I learned a lot. A lot of our crew was like with ASAP Rocky beforehand, like in Europe, and then flew in, did this, and then did like Rolling Loud, which
Yeah.
I'm like, what
So
is
they're
So
happening?
wait, that is just hold on. They went from ASAP Rocky to fucking Kids Bop.
Oh,
It's just a contract.
Live
Yeah, I
Nation
know,
corporate
but
gigging.
what I'm saying though is like there's no like,
the juxtaposition.
dude, there's like no gray area in between that. It's just like
I actually don't know what
Boom,
A$AP
boom.
Rocky is.
It's just-
he's like a rapper,
hip hop,
right?
yeah, hip hop
Yeah.
rap. Yeah,
I've heard. I remember like kids coming in the barbershop talking about him, but I've never like heard a song.
It's rap on the highest level, especially.
Isn't there
touring-wise.
A$AP Rock?
ASAP?
There is ASAP
There
Rock.
is.
Yes, this is
Very
ASAP.
different.
Like ASAP. ASAP.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, $AP.
Yes.
Oh,
There we go.
Fuck me then.
Put some
Okay,
respect
cool.
on his name, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were like doing Europe and like doing all these fly dates, and it was like hell.
Fuck.
Because like huge production, so shit was getting lost. And then they come back, start this, and I was like, "This is hell." And they're like, "Oh, this is a dream. This is a dream." I'm like, "Really?"
Because you
Really?
get buses and
So you just have like
Yeah,
100
buses, and
kids on a
it's-
bus for a summer?
So there were four kids, four maybe five, and
Oh, that's it?
they sing and dance to kid-friendly popular songs.
I thought there was like 100 of them all in the stage.
I mean, so
or
for
something.
touring, there's only like 4 or 5.
Okay.
But when it comes to like the recording,
Were these
like,
kids also on the
music
record?
video? Yes.
They're on
Yeah.
the compilations. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're in the music videos that you see in like Target and whatnot, and then they just kind of like audition
Damn.
and like pull the cream of the crop.
I honestly didn't even know they still made. Sorry, I honestly didn't even
you
know.
keep moving.
I didn't realize that.
That's got to feel so. That's got to be a bummer though to be on like the Kids Bop record but not get picked to go on the tour.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Like, oh, dude, that's gotta suck,
your parents are like, "Nah, you got to go to summer school."
Aiden over me?
dude. Like gut check, like just.
Well, like there was one kid who was supposed to be on the tour, and she was like recorded and everything for like the backing tracks, and her parents were like, "Oh no, she has COVID," but really they like flew her out to New York to do like a cold medicine commercial.
They're probably
And
trying to like,
Production
get
parents.
money. This
Oh
is
yeah,
gonna
like
be
I
way
don't think
better.
the parents worked or anything, so it's like gets into that weird world of like child labor in the entertainment industry, which is so fucked. But they were like, management's not gonna find out. Management found
Of
out.
course, they find out.
Got
They always
kicked
find
off.
out.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah. So the girl that filled in for her was all like, "That's not my voice. That's not my face on the marketing."
Yeah, but she gets to do the Kids Bop tour.
Exactly.
That's
But
way
yeah,
cool.
You've been called up to the big leagues.
Yeah.
Let's go, kid.
Exactly.
Answer.
Shit.
But yeah,
How long is was the tour? Was it in summertime?
it was summer. If I can pull up my phone.
Oh, this was like a year ago?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is last year.
Okay.
Last summer,
Mm-hmm.
I still can't believe they do live. Well, I mean, it makes
Can't
sense.
you?
Like
Oh, it was a trip.
it makes sense, but
So in your profession, does somebody just hand you a list and be like, these 20 things need to get done by 4 p.m.?
Essentially, and then
Okay.
it's just like a lot of like our tour manager a little bit of the way through got COVID, so then I had to kind of fill in for
So you're
Shit.
TMing
best
too?
I can a little bit, but I also had
Do they
help.
up your pay at least?
probably not.
No, I didn't
Yeah,
think so.
I was gonna say there's no.
I mean, it was also like I'm used to getting paid like maybe $100 a week on any other tour I've done.
Oh,
So
shit.
this is like the first big corporate thing I've done
Right.
where I'm getting paid a decent amount.
Okay.
And like I think my weekly was like $1,500.
Cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah, big
That's
fan
really
of pay
good.
transparency. And then it was like I think a 50 per diem.
Nice.
So that's every
was a-
day just for like food?
Oh yeah.
Was it
and I-
every day or was it every gig day?
I honestly don't remember.
Don't
but
remember?
I
Okay.
blew-
Out on the road.
Well,
blew
I've
through it.
Yeah.
I've had
Food
I've
is-
had friends that have been like, oh, they were on a tour, and
Mm-hmm.
if they had an off day, like it was their pocket. There was no like per
Mm.
diem for it. But that's also like them working under a band directly,
Yeah.
not
For
because the
sure.
band didn't get paid. So
Yeah. So
So now you get to go out with your favorite band.
yes,
Have you done this before with them?
no.
How did you get that?
So I cold emailed
Cool.
the owner of their label, who was like an idol of mine in this music industry,
Yeah.
Who are they on right now?
Sargent House.
Okay.
So that's run by Kathy Pello. And was just like, hi, this is what I do. Like, you've seen my work. Like, let's work together. And I've cold emailed her in the past, but she's always been like, I've been looking for like label positions. She was like, are you in LA? And I'm like, no, but I can be. And she's like, sorry.
need you here now, kind of deal. Oh,
Yeah, I think one time I was like, "Oh, I'm moving there this week," which was total bullshit, and she knew, so she was like,
Ugh,
No.
Girl.
Yeah.
"Like I get it, but no."
damn.
Yeah, and then she hit me up. When was it? Like March, like mid-March, being like, "Are you free these dates?" So I'm like scrambling to see like who it is, and then she emailed me again. She was like, "Okay, this is like who it's for." And I'm like next to my boyfriend. I just like lock up and I'm like so excited. I start sweating and shaking.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh my God, did someone die? Like what happened?" I was like, "This." Which the only downside of going on this tour is that I can't go to Hootie Fest.
Oh,
so
no.
I know my boyfriend works for a band called Collective Soul.
Oh, I'm
Big 90s.
I was gonna say that's
Yeah.
you'll know.
That
yeah,
song,
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're playing Hootie and the Blowfish's festival in Cancun. And I've
didn't-
never been to Mexico. And I was like, free vacation, let's go.
Hootie Fest.
But this is worth it. It's fine.
So your boyfriend does a similar job to you?
So
the
he's
same
an
job?
LD. He's an LD.
I don't know what that is.
Lighting director.
Oh, right.
That's so
'Cause-
cool.
Sorry, that's just cool music industry.
I know. I don't know
Yeah.
anything about that.
We've
I'm
spoken
not
about it
fucking
before,
cool.
and she said he does lights, and I'm like, I know exactly what that is.
Oh,
Yeah.
LD.
But as soon
Yeah,
as
I
you
don't know.
abbreviated, I'm like,
I'm a
nope.
fucking idiot.
Yeah, I made him do this Tortuga, the country music festival in Florida with me. And he said, "I'm never doing merch again."
I thought he wanted. We spoke about this like a week and a half or two ago. Didn't he say he wanted merch experience or something?
Yeah, and then he
or
had
needed
the-
it.
Yeah, and then he had the Tortuga experience, which
And then
was
he said,
Like,
bye bye.
yeah, because we had to evacuate twice because of the weather.
Fuck.
People were like crowding into our tent because it's a big merch tent. And we're like, we have to leave, but we can't leave until you leave.
Yeah, you got to leave the grounds.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean get into the merch tent. It means
Exactly.
get out.
So like night 3, I remember it was like Kenny Chesney was playing. I just sold a shirt to some guy that was on Below Deck, which is one of my favorite Bravo TV shows.
I have no idea.
I don't know what that is. I
It's a
don't watch
reality
Bravo.
TV show.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a terrible reality.
I just
TV,
got
but
cable
it's
again, though.
Fantastic.
Okay.
In the worst way. It's 10 out of 10 recommend.
Do you have
But,
cable? Because we just got it again.
I
put it
don't.
on.
I've never even watched a reality shit. Like I
We'll make it
never
happen.
got-
For you.
yeah.
We'll make it happen. But then they call this evacuation, and everyone just starts crowding. We're trying to the big strong guys are like, "Everyone get out," and we're just like the girls are like starting to like check merch back so it doesn't get wet and destroyed, and people storm our tables.
Yikes.
Go towards we have a porta potty back where we have like our back stock.
Yeah.
People are like trying to hide in there. People are starting to steal merch.
Oh
It
god.
was terrible.
Oh God, was it just rain?
Rain, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
torrential rain. I
yeah.
guess.
Yeah, Florida
There was-
weather is fucking
There was
insane.
lightning, and they're supposed to evacuate when there's lightning within 20 miles. And I was like, I don't know how far away that is, but there's lightning right there. We should probably get out.
I can see it. It's
Yeah.
got to be close.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's a wild time.
That's insane. Probably kind of fun now looking back on it.
Oh, for
right?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the moment, I was like, I really want to cry.
Yeah.
But I can't.
Well, in the rain, nobody can see you cry.
This
That's
is-
true.
Well, I was dry.
Aw.
I was dry because I was under the tent the whole
Oh
time.
yeah.
There's that.
But
That
yeah.
sounds like more of a fluke, though. He should do it again.
You must see a side of people. Because when there's a bunch of people together, everyone gets weird, right? And on top of that, you're paying for an experience, so it gets even weirder. So everyone thinks they're on vacation. All that's for whatever 6 to 10 hours of their day of their
Oh, yeah.
life. So like what? Like, what have you seen that you don't think anybody else listening to this has seen? Like, I know that's a fucking broad question, but you see a lot of drunk people. We've all played in bands our whole life. We
for
see
sure.
drunk people like crazy. But what's something like fucked up that you're like, okay, only in this business?
So I was a production runner for Live Nation the past couple of years as well, and there's a New Year's Eve festival called Hijinks. It's like
Okay.
EDM music.
Oh.
Not my scene at all, but I guess I get why people like it. So obviously, since I'm working, I'm sober. It's like a 2-day thing. Not even like 3 hours into day 2, this guy's like ass naked,
Cool.
writhing on the dirty, sticky ground, licking the floor.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I was like, I know I'm sober, but I feel like I'm on something right now because how am I seeing this? This is insane. And I've just seen, people have maybe a little too much fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Karens too, but
I fucking
that
insane.
one specific guy will forever live in my memory.
That reminds me of a show, going to punk shows in like the early 2000s, they would always be like word of mouth. And I remember, do you remember the band Leftover Crack?
Yes.
Do you remember them?
Sadly.
Okay, yeah, I know. They're douchebags, bro.
I can't forget them no matter how hard I
But
try.
16-year-old me like wanted to go see them, and I went to the spot that they were supposed to be at, and then like I had to hear word of mouth that they changed their location that day to another spot. So then I ended up going there. It was in this fucking warehouse, and I just remember this Delaware punk dude that I won't say his name, but he's like a nasty motherfucker. You've probably seen him around back in the day. He walks in before any of the bands start. Like the dude from the Dead Milk Band was about to get on stage and start playing his like solo shit. And he walks in, drops his pants, pees all over this like wooden floor. It was like the upstairs of a warehouse. It's the only way I know how to describe it. It looked like an attic almost. And it was like wooden floors, but they're all wavy from like just years of like just
Warping
being
and
shit.
just-
Yeah.
yeah.
And he just pees all over the floor. And then everyone moshes in the piss to an
Hell yeah.
acoustic
No.
act for the guy from the Dead Milk Band. Yeah, so that just kind of reminded me of that. So everybody just covered in this guy's pee. And I know that this guy
God.
had VD.
Sure.
Yeah, because we called him VD back in the day. What I won't say is
Leftover Crack was.
you know what?
I think I know who you're talking about.
Leftover Crack played one of the East Coast Tsunamis. I think the first one or the second one or something, but
Like the Tsunami Benefit Show?
no.
No.
Oh, that's like the name of the tour.
East Coast Tsunami is a fest
Phoenix,
that
right?
happens in Reading.
Reading.
Like
That's
at
right.
Reverb or
Yes.
something?
Yes.
Yeah, I used to play
Now
Reverb.
it happens at Reverb, but
Okay.
Forget
but-
where it was before that.
well, the first time it was outside at this like outdoor venue or whatever, but like the day Leftover Crack is playing, nobody can find them
Yeah.
because they're no like
They're fucking shitty junkies.
they're transients. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, they're in the bathroom smoking crack on the floor.
What?
So yeah, big shocker there.
Was it leftover crack?
That's the joke.
I
Because
think
there's
our-
no such thing.
They,
Those fucking oogles, man. They're so fucking smart.
damn.
Yeah.
I actually made Mikey laugh on that one.
Got me.
Yeah.
That's right.
So how long's the Death Heaven tour?
It is, we got 22 shows. We end with Welcome to Rockville on May 22nd.
Is it?
Is that a festival?
That is a festival that takes place on the Daytona International Speedway.
Oh hell yeah!
That's where?
Left turn, baby.
That's where?
Daytona.
Daytona, Florida.
Florida. Obviously.
Oh, I didn't realize you were asking where Daytona is. I was
Yeah.
like, it's on the.
Is it like mainly Midwest and like East Coast?
Yeah, mostly. I'm going to Canada for the first time, which is fun, but also a headache as a merch person because at Venue and Square do not work in Canada. So it's like cash only sales.
So at Venue and Square.
Well, also
obvious-
going through customs too. You have
Yeah.
to count your merch, let them know what you're coming in with, let them know what you're coming out with, and I mean you don't have to worry about like the I guess taxes and like work orders on that, right?
I don't
You're
think
just
so.
doing merch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the boss's problem.
Yep.
Yeah, especially as an opening spot. It's definitely going to be an easier gig.
They're opening the tour?
Yeah.
Who are they with?
Coheed and Cambria.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
They're starting to do some funky lineups this year. Like Def Heaven's doing a tour in Australia with Closure in Moscow. Which
Wow,
is the
they're still a
name I
band?
haven't yeah, that's the
don't
name
know.
I haven't
Holy
heard in a
shit.
really long time. So I was like,
If I remember correctly, that band rips.
oh, for sure.
I haven't
just
listened to them in all like years.
Are they coming to Philly with Coheed?
They're coming to Philly with not with Coheed, but a headlining show at Union Transfer,
Fuck yeah.
Union Transfer? Cool.
April 29th.
Okay.
Last time I saw them was there.
Maybe I'll ask my wife if she likes that band. She might.
Where's Death Heaven from?
They're from California,
Really?
mostly the Bay Area. I know too much. It's sad, but
No.
That's
I always thought they were like a Northeast band. Like
I've seen my favorite
Massachusetts.
band, like, I think last week made 7 times. I saw Municipal Waste 7
7
times.
times last week?
No. 1 per day.
All 7
I
days.
just followed them. Yeah. I go to every show. Did you see my picture on Instagram, by the way? I took my 2 friends to their first metal show.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So these 2 dudes, these 2 black dudes who never listened to heavy metal in their life, grew up on hip hop, just normal, like, fucking,
But
like,
what's-
poppy,
what a
R&B,
fun
hip hop.
band, though, to
Bro,
introduce them
they
The best gig.
loved it.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
my one friend crowd surfed for the first time in his life. I got them in the mosh because I'm in the pit the whole night. Like, that's my thing. Like,
For
I
sure.
like it. I don't care about anything else. I just want to be in the pit the whole night. Dude, they want to go back. We were having the best time. These are 2 of, like, some of my, like, closest buddies, and I was so glad because they, you know, they kept an open mind. And were like, I never listened to metal before, but I just want to go see what Matt.
What venue was it?
It was in Baltimore Soundstage. Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen them there three times now. Or
In the last year and a half, they've played there. Yeah.
I've seen them 3 times within the last year and a half. Yeah,
That rocks.
There.
Yeah. There. Yep, I've seen them
That's
twice
fun.
in Philly,
I love
3 times in
Soundstage.
Philly. Yeah,
I saw them once in, like,
4 times in Philly.
I forget the name of the area, but it was a brewery, like, north of Columbus.
That's right.
And it was outside, and it was Power Trip opened up. And it was like middle of the day.
crazy.
It was it's called Dragon Saddle Day because the brewery made like for one day made like this. I think it was like a 10.5 or like a 9.5% beer, and they were just like, "Here you go, guys. Here you go, guys."
9.5% means it's really 19% beer or something, right? Isn't that what that means?
It's alcohol by volume. That's all it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's not every sip is 9%. Would be 9% alcohol.
That's what that means. Holy
Pretty much.
fuck!
Essentially, I guess. I'm no scientist.
Oh, I'm thinking proof. When they're like, oh,
Proof.
it's 20 proof.
Yes.
And they're like,
Yeah,
that means
yeah.
it's 40% alcohol or something. You just double the number, right? Something like that.
something like that. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
I don't know.
Yeah. I just drink it, you know.
I don't drink either.
But that was
don't know.
fun, dude. We were all hammered by like noon. It was wild, but it was so much fun.
Dude, they're the best. They're just, I love seeing that band live. Anyway.
I want to
They're
talk
fun
more
time.
travel stuff.
Yeah, me too.
love traveling
What's the
with somebody.
grossest you've ever gotten? Like, you know, like your work, like I've been in situations where like I'm just at a place for like an entire weekend or something and just covered in sweat and fucking like what's the grossest you've ever been? Do you remember being like covered in mud or like
It's definitely just festivals. It's like
Gross,
the
right?
easiest-
Mud comes with festivals.
does people like do people like just straight up like like sneeze on you like as soon as they walk up to the merch table?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I've had people
I
like
figured, dude.
like I mostly do production, but it's definitely the grossest gigs I've had have been
Merch.
merch. I've had people be like, "Oh, can I look at that shirt?" I'm like, "Absolutely. Can't try it on, but like hold it up." And you know, there've been people, especially, you know, with festivals and stuff, people get sick as hell.
Oh yeah.
And they're like sneezing into the shirt, and I'm like,
No.
I don't want it back. I guess I have to count that as a damage now, but like I don't want to. This could have been prevented. Yeah, and I'm just seeing where people keep when we do take cash, where they keep it. I'm like,
I was about to say, I'm
I
sure
don't
you.
want to take it.
I'm sure you've had people like give you the rolled up, like balled up dollar bill.
That
Is
are, like,
this
very-
enough?
Here you
that
go.
are very damp.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's always just body sweat,
sweaty pocket money.
How many people
especially guys.
do
'cause
you
that's all ball
see?
sweat.
Oh yeah. How many people do you see in the act of lovemaking on it? Like, I know. I don't know how else to say it. Because you know, I've even when I'm playing shows, like I've seen it.
Maybe fucking.
Yeah,
Oh, never
I see
mind.
people fucking and stuff.
Yeah, I'm so like about an hour after I saw that guy licking the floor.
Yeah.
Saw like, you know, two couples trying to do the thing, and I'm like, again, too sober for this.
Is
But
this inside or outside?
this is inside at the Philadelphia Convention Center.
So
Oh,
we're
I love that
inside.
We're
place.
inside.
They do great horror conventions there.
The tattoo expo is there.
I thought you were gonna say you were gonna
like
see
coming
floor
up.
licking guy getting down with some girl.
I thought so too.
Like, man, that guy is fucking
No.
cool. Then.
had
No,
a
I
great ass
wish.
day.
He went from tile floor to carpet.
Oh
fuck! That's $1 million joke you just wasted on $5 people
man.
right here.
Man.
No joke is ever wasted.
I know, you're right.
That was great.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Damn.
it was up here.
Yeah,
So yeah, I figured you'd see a lot of that
Oh, yeah.
stuff. Like,
for sure.
does it happen on the tour buses a lot?
Hopefully
Can
not
be-
Kids Bop.
No,
Yeah, I was
oh
gonna
my
say
God.
the
I did not
only
mean for
tour
Kids
I've ever
Bops.
done like an
Kids
actual bus run
Yeah.
is Kids Bop.
Oh, okay.
That was
Got
your
it.
first one? All right.
Yeah.
Do you
I've
normally
only
just
done,
do van?
Yeah.
Okay,
So like
good.
this stuff Heaven runs a bandwagon with a trailer.
Oh, bandwagons
Do you get-
are sick, though.
Do you guys have
Yeah.
a signal, like if there's a sock hanging out the window, like you don't?
No.
If there's if we're socking, you don't come a knocking,
So
kind of a
this-
thing.
The Kids Bop tour, since it was like just after the pandemic, we had so many bus issues. So our bus would keep breaking down. And there's one time where it was like, we had a decent amount of like women to male ratio, which was sick.
Cool.
But then one of the times our bus broke down, it was like two of the girls had to go on the kids bus.
Okay.
That was the TM and the choreographer, and then it was just our lighting director and myself as the only females, and you could feel a shift in the male energy, and so we had to like keep them in check
Uh-huh.
real hard.
That's
Like,
good.
guys, you gotta chill
Oh, were they just like being inappropriate, a little inappropriate?
a little bit.
This guy's
But,
being
you know,
dudes.
They're too used
Guys
to being
being
on the
dudes.
road with other dudes, I guess.
I mean, dudes rock, so it's
Acting like-
fine.
Yeah,
But-
we're pretty sick, but we can be fucking animals.
This is true. I'm gonna be the only girl on this Coheed run, so
Something tells
I
me.
assumed that band was all female for some reason.
it's about. I mean, he's got
Huh.
a very
Deaf
like.
Heaven.
Deaf Heaven.
No,
I don't know why. I just assumed.
no, he's a black dress shirt wearing gloves kind of guy.
Oh, it's one guy.
No,
No.
Oh,
It's
the
just
singer.
front- yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, he wears gloves, huh?
Sometimes.
sweet ass, tight ass gloves.
Was he not
yeah.
want to leave fingerprints anywhere, or what? What's the deal?
He's mysterious.
It's,
I don't know.
What's he got? Lobster hands under there? Is it? Are we working with this? What's going on? Does
I
he
hope
have
he
all his
never
fingers?
sees this. No, he has all his fingers.
There's a guy at my work who's missing a finger, and I want to fucking finger guns
gonna
him
bite it?
so bad all
should
the
bite it
time.
off. Bite it
I've
off
made
the
fun
others.
of him before for it. I think he got caught in a lawnmower or something.
Oh no.
But yeah,
Oh,
but I always want to be like, "Ah,
terrible.
can you do it? Get me back."
Oh god.
He probably could. He'll probably hit you with a middle
A
finger.
blank?
Yeah, like a middle finger.
Oh, middle finger. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
That
would be
would be
funny.
funny. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you should try it.
I
Let me
will.
know- Let me know
I
how
will.
that goes.
Yeah.
You got a heart out, right?
What's?
It's 7:31.
I mean, we can do the 20 minutes. Yeah, I got. Yeah, Liz is having a bad day. We'll get or maybe
We'll,
cut
we'll,
that out.
we'll
but
take
yeah.
we'll take a break and regroup
No, yeah,
in a
that's
sec.
fine. Yeah. 20 minutes. I'm good.
All right.
Well,
Did I talk about I took on another job, by the way, on this
No,
podcast?
not yet.
Shoes?
Yeah. I started working at the shoe repair shop and doing leather work, sewing. I repaired a backpack the other day, which was rad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's like my passion is like sewing. So I finally, I took this class recently where they taught me how to make sneakers from scratch. And
That's
then I
fucking
just called a
hard.
shoe repair shop and I was like, yo, you guys hiring? And they were like, yeah, we need people. Nobody wants to
yeah.
learn this trade anymore. So
Yeah.
so now I'm learning to fix shoes, and I already knew how to sew and use sewing machines and stuff. But
he's a
anyway,
cobbler.
so
When
now
you're
I
doing
just
like with the shoes though, is it like more
so
like
with
dressier?
shoes, it's like
shoes?
it's like boots, dress shoes,
Okay.
a lot of
High
people
heels.
who wear heels and fancy shoes stuff. I love it's fucking rad, dude. Couple of machines I still don't know how to use yet, but I'm really having a good time.
Like what?
Hell yeah.
It's just super boring for listeners, but there's one called. So I learned how to sidewall stitch by hand, which you use a tool called a hook awl, which looks like an awl, but it has a hook on.
Is that an AWL?
If that helps.
My mind
AWL,
is
yes,
blown.
I know. And you thread
Whoa.
like thicker thread. Like my shoes, see how they have stitching on the sides? Like you guys all got Vans on, and those do
Vulcanized.
vulcanization. Yeah, but like a lot of shoes have sidewall stitching in them. So I can
It's usually
remove
cut
the sole
sole.
and then put it back on. Yeah, like I know how to do that by hand, but they have a machine there that'll do top stitching, which on a lot of dress shoes and boots and like cowboy boots and stuff, you'll see the stitching all around it. I'll have to point it out to you sometime or whatever.
I've
Maybe you
seen
just
it.
know. And they have this fucking machine that looks like the smoothie, a milkshake machine from the 50s, and it does top stitching like automatically, and you use a pedal. You know, it's all hydraulics. Like it's rad, dude. I love
What's
it.
a hydraulic?
Like air / hydraulic, like pneumatic /
like
hydraulic.
pneumatic/hydraulic.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
hydraulic. Yeah, a lot of haunt props use stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's how I know about that type of system. Actually, helicopter, we have a lot of hydraulic stuff on helicopters. But yeah, I'm hoping things start moving and get more hours doing shoe repair, and then somebody just thank you. somebody just contacted me about making a jacket like this for them. So, and then I didn't get to tell you. Sorry, I want to get all my stuff out now so we can get back to Peyton because I haven't gotten to catch up. So I was wearing my normal jacket, riding my bike the other day, and I stopped at that spot right by Wegmans called First Watch.
Yeah.
And this dude stopped me and was like, "Yo, who did your jacket?" And I was like, "Me." And he was like, basically, he was like, "Can you come teach a class at the Bellevue Community Center to all these kids?"
Wow.
They want he's like, "I want to do clothing customization." I was like, "Dude, yeah,
Right place,
say no
right
more."
time.
Like I've been sewing my entire life. Like I'll show these kids how to do the basics and stuff. And so he's setting up a proposal for the state to fund a program. So now I can teach these kids how to just sew and do customization. Like I don't think I'll be able to get like 30 sewing machines, but I'll have to teach them how to hand sew. So that'll be interesting.
That's so
You got to
But-
start there though.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do like some knitting and stuff too. Like I'll just show them because I just know like basics, crocheting, knitting, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's what I've been doing lately. So I've been busy as fuck.
That rocks.
Yeah, thanks.
Hell yeah.
Back to Peyton.
Oh god.
Oh God.
I've always hated attention, but
We're just hanging out.
Tom's
Really?
got this of like I.
Oh yeah,
have to
I guess you're a
talk
behind the
about
scenes
hip hop.
person.
Yeah.
Exactly.
How sick does everybody get on tour? Like, do you get a cold every
Oh,
time
yeah,
you go?
exactly.
Because we call it like in the Army, we call it like the barracks ick. And like, do you get like sick every time you're on a new tour space?
So
with
that's
people?
an interesting question because I'm also chronically ill and immunocompromised.
Oh,
so I run a
fuck,
little
dude.
different.
Yeah.
But it's mostly I'll be like running the high of like just being on the road and like being busy and not being able to have the time to get sick. And then I'll just fucking once I get home, I'm just like dead to the world for like a week.
Damn.
Never stop stopping.
This is true.
Never stop stopping.
It took me like 4 days to recover from this 3-day festival because of the weather.
Oh,
And then
shit.
when it
Yeah.
wasn't raining, it was so hot.
Oh, dude, Florida's
Just-
heat is
yeah.
just different than anywhere else in the world. These heat.
It's
Yeah.
it's
So
the
moist.
worst feeling. Like when I was last there, it was like 6 a.m. and the humidity was like 90%. It was already 80 degrees, and I had to unload a truck. Like a
Terrible.
I forget, Payne. Are you from Delaware originally?
Originally, I'm from Munster, Indiana, which is 20 miles southeast of Chicago.
That is rad name for a town.
Munster.
Munster?
Like
I'm a
the
huge
Munsters.
Munsters
That's
fan.
that's
so
how
yeah.
you spell it.
So
Nice.
cool.
But how long you been here? You've been here long enough to know that this is like the most humid place of all time, besides
Yeah,
Delaware.
my family moved to Dover after I graduated kindergarten, and moved to Wilmington about halfway through high school.
So your
Oh.
your developmental years have been here
Yeah,
essentially,
Pretty
but
much.
Delaware is pretty close to Florida humidity wise. It's not as hot.
You think so?
Yes, I do.
It's
You don't- wait.
the Mid-Atlantic region in general. Humidity is insane.
Do you think we're more humid
No.
than Virginia?
Yes,
Why?
because
I
we're,
actually am asking. Like, I don't know.
because we're on an inlet, and they're not. Like Virginia has a coast, but we're like
What is an inlet?
like I'd have to be showing you a map to explain it, but like essentially from underneath of New Jersey,
Okay.
the entire coast of Delaware, and then the jut out part of Maryland creates a huge bay.
Okay, gotcha.
So like, I assume I'm not a meteorologist either. Shocker, but I think that makes this.
Well, you're close.
And plus, we're like a lot of the state is kind of below sea level too,
Oh,
especially down
Oh, yeah,
south.
we're gonna go underwater in like
Very
40
soon.
years. Very soon.
We talk all that shit about California, but we're going down too.
are we Delaware?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk?
Smyrna is like
I
a
feel
foot
famous.
below sea level, or above or below, or some shit. There's
Damn.
parts down there it's low, but like Delaware beaches, like it gets really fucking hot and humid here.
Damn.
It's just northern. I think it's.
You never noticed how fucking balls hot it gets?
I
in the
don't
summertime?
mind the heat. I hate the cold.
I love the heat.
I love being in the heat.
My first time coming back from like when I moved to Columbus for a while, my first time back in like the summer
Yeah.
was like the worst because I forgot how humid it gets. And like
Yeah.
I literally when my parents still lived in Newark, I walked from their door to my car.
Yeah.
And by the time I got to my car, I was already soaked.
Right.
And I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like I forgot how bad this gets.
It's not the heat that'll get you.
It's
the
the
humidity.
humidity.
It's the humidity.
Oh my god.
And the humidity
dude.
percentage is never even that high. really.
I've seen it get pretty hot.
It
Not
gets-
anymore.
It gets there, but like
Used to though.
it's not like that. But it is at
Peyton,
the same time.
what are your thoughts on humidity?
Well, I'm also insane and I'm cold all the time because
yeah.
chronic illness.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm, again, cold all the time. So I could be wearing, like I threw at this festival in Florida, threw on like a long sleeve Comfort Colors shirt. And everyone's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, I'm cold.
It's also
Like, we're
comfort
sweating.
colors,
We're
so.
stuck in the rain.
My wife's like that too. She's got Lyme disease, and I think it just fucking makes her cold all the time.
Yeah.
What do you cry? Well, I just can't ask that. Are they like? Is that like you have like a few years to go?
I mean,
or
no, I'll be fine.
Oh,
it's not
okay.
Gonna, it's not gonna kill me. I
All
just
right.
Not
yeah.
today, God.
Yeah, like I have this really fun thing. It's a little overshare that no one needs to know, but whatever.
I wanna know everything,
It
but
does
I-
affect like my work. Sometimes like I'll have to fucking slow down or sit for a bit. I have this thing called POTS. So it's postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome,
Yeah.
which is really fun to say with a lisp. And
do you have a lisp?
kind of sometimes
Oh, I
it
didn't-
yeah, it comes out a little bit. I don't know.
I do.
Anyways, hell yeah.
You have a lisp?
Yeah, sometimes.
It comes out as like a little, it's a little surprise, a little treat sometimes.
A little alter ego?
I wish I could do the whistle. Anyway,
With the with.
But it means I don't get like a whole lot of blood flow to my brain and all pools in my legs, so I get cankles to like the nth degree.
Does it does food affect, like different foods affect it, or is it just like a straight up blood
I have
disease?
to drink a lot of Gatorade, which is fine because that's my favorite liquid.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and eat a lot of salt. But,
Really?
Okay.
Yeah,
interesting.
I don't understand the science behind it, but
I
I'm a
mean-
girl who loves to snack.
How'd you find out you have
fine.
that?
In high school, I was diagnosed with like Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and a couple other things that all happened at the same time as getting diagnosed with ADHD.
Okay.
So it all just kind of happened at once. And it was like, okay, cool. And they're like, it's not going to kill you. And I was like, that rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. They said the only thing you can't do is run marathons. So I was like, I have
Check.
No
no
desire to
interest
do
in
it
doing that
anyway.
anyway.
Cool.
So that is A-okay.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, but it doesn't really affect, my work. Sometimes I'll have to like slow down a little bit. But
So lots of salt. So just like anything with sodium in it, like a lot of like
Lay's
microwave
salt-
meals,
Lay's
stuff
salt
like
and
that,
vinegar
or, like-
chips.
Oh.
Fuck yeah.
Just spoonfuls of salt.
honestly, sometimes if I'm like that
Do you
down
have to? I was
bad,
gonna say, do you have to like suck on like a spoonful of salt? 'Cause
You ever snort it?
I've had people who have to do that.
I would never do that.
You're never just like laying it out on this, like, dude, like this table. You ever just like freak your boyfriend out one day, roll up a dollar bill, snort a bunch of salt?
No, I'm seeing him tonight, so maybe I'll do it. See
Yeah,
how-
you totally
see
should.
See what happens.
That'd be rad.
Now you're gonna get a nosebleed like that. Like,
With the salt?
yeah.
Yeah, but won't the salt kind of cauterize the wound?
I don't know.
Yeah, it will.
I don't think you have any biological feet to stand on in this
I've got to.
in this instance.
But yeah, that kind of like I've been meeting some people. It's mostly women who have it, who are
Why is
also
that?
in the, I don't know. Again, I'm not that smart, so I went into the music industry.
Right.
Yeah.
How come
But,
I can't make it in the music industry? I mean,
Trying
I'm
to-
not smart, but
It's
like I play
it's-
music.
dude. No, it's there's more to it. It's a grind. Like you have to have like no life and like dedicate all your time and
You
effort
have
to
to
it
full
for
ass-
years and
I
years.
did that
and
already
years
without
and years.
making it. I feel like, all right.
If
But,
you
uh,
No,
I
it's
understand the music industry.
I don't know. You got to do a lot of shit for free. And when I
Yeah.
mean a
Already
lot of
there,
shit,
buddy.
like you got to work full time for free, pretty much.
I've shot so many shows in college that I'm like, guess it's ramen tonight.
Oh yeah.
And like just shooting for free and like paying to go from Brooklyn to Manhattan to shoot a show at Webster Hall for
Oh, I used to play at
nothing.
Webster Hall. So
That
much fun.
rocks.
Yeah. Yep. I used to play because there's 3 floors.
So it's they had a like the basement, whatever
Yes,
that was.
that's what
and
I
then
used to play.
Marlin Room,
Okay.
which they took out to put in seating.
Okay.
I didn't know that was
Yeah.
3 floors of
Yeah,
venue.
because so when we played, it was like us and all these like touring psychobilly bands. I can't remember who we opened for, but then above us was OTEP.
oh god,
fuck yeah.
Yeah, and then above
Oh, yeah.
them was like an EDM DJ party, and I remember us getting done our show, and we were like, "Okay, I guess let's go see what this fucking EDM party is." It was so weird, dude. Just balloons all over the floor.
Wait, can you hear like all
No.
of the shit going on? Really?
Well, sometimes you can also sneak from. I don't know if you can still do it because they got rid of the Marlin room, so it was a little harder to sneak to all the shows. But there was one time I was shooting Deaf Heaven for the first time. They were playing the Grand Ballroom, and Aaron Carter was playing the studio.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
He was my first ever show.
What? Mm-hmm. That's cool.
And I was interning at his label at the time, unpaid, which
Dude.
that opens a whole other conversation about.
Oh, your first ever show you got paid for?
No.
Unpaid
Oh, your
intern.
first ever show.
Yeah.
And then you started interning for him later on in life.
So I
Okay,
was,
got it.
first show, I was like 5 or 7.
Okay.
It was at the Wildwood Convention Center.
Cool.
It was amazing.
That's
In New
really
Jersey?
cool.
What other Wildwood
it
you
was
know?
amazing.
She said she's from Indiana, so
There really could be.
There could be a
I
Wildwood,
really thought
Indiana,
about
yeah.
earlier when Tom didn't. He asked where Daytona was, and I was like, you know what? There probably is another Daytona somewhere.
There's a Delaware, Ohio, for Christ's
There's a
sake.
There is.
Wilmington, North Carolina. And
There's
we're,
I
Dude.
love Wilmington, North Carolina.
Isn't there a
I've never-
Miami in Ohio too?
Probably.
There's a Miami, Ohio.
Yeah.
Isn't there a
there's
little-
a Paris, Ohio.
I was just about to say there's Paris. And isn't
Well,
there also
Athens.
a Paris in Texas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ohio likes to co-opt other cities. Let's be honest.
Dude, you know, living in Columbus, when people would ask me like, "Oh, where are you from?" and I would say Delaware, they'd be like, "Oh yeah," and I'm like, "No, like the state." And they're like, "What?" And I'm like,
Where's
Yeah.
that?
so I just started. It's not a complete lie because I was born in Philly and lived there for a while.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, I'm from Philadelphia. I would
Yeah,
just
that's
tell
what I would
everybody out
say
there.
too, because I was technically I was born in Philadelphia as well, and
But it was
and up for Derby.
It was mainly because I didn't want to be like, okay, it's a state that is not the city that's 20 minutes above us, but it's
Right.
20 minutes below Philadelphia. Like,
right.
so I'm from Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an
It's
easy cop
easier.
out. Yeah. I don't want to give a geography lesson
No, yeah,
every
no.
time.
It's the first state. That's all I can tell you.
That doesn't matter to the rest of the country.
Yeah.
Which is weird though because there's Separation Day too, which is when Newcastle County was owned by It was part of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and
What the hell is a Commonwealth? I don't know what
it's
does that-
old. It's a town.
Something.
It's like a town. That's it.
It's something.
It's something, yeah.
Yeah,
It's not a
Big,
town, but it's not a
fancy,
city.
unnecessary
It's a
name.
political term for town from back in the day. I think.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know what it means.
Could be anything you want it to be. Honestly, I don't
Yeah.
think anyone gives a hoot.
It's a group of powdered wigs. That's what a
Oh
Commonwealth
my
is.
god, dude. Oh, well, that It's Always Sunny episode where they yeah. Oh shit. Dude, the guy who plays Dennis Glenn Howerton, he's in a new movie about the people that invented the BlackBerry, and it looks fucking
Oh my
rad.
God.
Anyway.
Awesome.
Is there anything before we leave here?
Yeah.
Today.
Well, before Matt leaves.
Oh yeah. Oh, you guys are gonna keep going?
Yeah.
Oh, then
Probably
never
like-
mind.
Probably got another 20 minutes.
we're,
Okay.
we're rolling.
All right. I feel bad. I have to.
No, you're good.
We're gonna talk
Life
so
happens.
much shit when
That's
you go.
fine. That's totally fine. Just post it so I can get it later. I don't read the comments like anymore. I
That's
just
not true.
wanted to let them build. I used to read all the comments on we have like one really popular video about me telling one of my basic training stories. And
Before we leave, what?
I
were
was
you
going
gonna
to say,
say?
is there anything you wanted to plug
Oh.
or anything?
Oh, yeah.
But if you guys are going to keep going,
Yeah, we'll keep
by the time I leave, I didn't realize.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll say it again later. But
Sure.
if anyone is ever working a show that I'm selling T-shirts at, please tip me and please be nice.
Aw,
Tip your merch people.
are people
That's
not
a-
nice to you at the merch table?
I had one person. Sorry, these two ladies.
Yeah.
I'll go so far as to say they looked like lot lizards.
Oh,
which,
okay.
No shame, no hate, whatever.
Ohio citizens, even.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Facts.
They.
I think you can say lot lizards.
We had about 40 T-shirts
Okay.
and a shitload of tchotchkes, and they wanted to see every shirt in every size.
Cool. Cool.
We got to the third shirt, and it was like, we can't do this. I can't. I'm sorry. And then they were like, I want the yellow koozie, and I was like,
And then they bought the
here it
cheapest
is.
thing.
They didn't buy anything. They were like, no, that's not yellow. It's like, this is the only yellow item we have. Please just buy it or leave. They're like, that's not yellow. What's wrong with you? And I was like, customer service voice. I was like, I'm so sorry. Here's a picture here. Can you point to the one that you want? Because we're in kindergarten, I guess.
Adults pointing at pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
That one.
And they had, they were like, they pointed to the yellow one that I had, and then I was like, here you go. And they were like, that's not it. So I was like, okay, awesome. And then they got mad and threw, luckily it was just a koozie, but at me and then stormed off.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
I
it hits
feel
you
like-
and you go, okay.
Yeah.
Were they
It's like,
also
cool.
in platform flip-flops? That's how I'm
What-
imagining them.
I don't think they were
flip-flops.
wearing flip-flops at all.
Oh.
They were raw dogging it.
Just barefoot,
It's
huh?
Florida, right?
Gross.
Was this the Florida gig? Yep.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Oh,
But, like,
man.
Doing that all day. Like, I tried vending because we were on the sand.
Have you ever had mud in between your toes?
No, I am a
Yeah.
person that will wear shoes on the beach until I get to my towel.
Yeah, I'm
I'll-
going to be that person now after that weekend. It was terrible.
Yeah, I don't like being barefoot. Like,
I love
anywhere.
Dude, stepping in like even if it's not like muddy, like just like enough wetness to where like it just
What if it's poop?
that's what it feels like.
That's what-
Yeah, like
you
that's what I
wash your
imagine
feet.
it feels like.
Then wash your feet.
It just
just wash your
feels
feet.
it just feels weird.
Just
You know,
water.
Or one of my best friends, he plays shows barefoot.
I couldn't
And I
do
saw
it.
him play.
That's
Well,
I saw him play
drums,
Kung Fu
I-
Necktie.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah.
I was like, you were brave.
Danger.
I've played there
Yeah.
quite a bit, and that's gross if you're going to play Kung Fu barefoot. I've played upstairs and downstairs. They're both
Drummers are
disgusting.
the only ones I ever gave a pass to. Like,
Yeah,
'cause
drummers I could
Not
because I
me.
would play I could play barefoot, but
I knew a bunch of people who would prefer to play barefoot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy was not a drummer. It's like, dude, come on.
that reminds me of this fucking. Oh god, we played like a battle of the bands in high school. And this guy come up to me in the green room. He's like, "Hey man, what's your band's name?" And I was like, and at the time I was playing in that punk band Shot with Dave and Harlan and Cade, and I was like, "Shot, stands for." And he was like, "Well, what's it mean?" And I was like, "It stands for Superhumans Overtaking." Like that's what we used to tell people it stood for. And then he was like, like he's like breathing. And I'm like, "What's
Okay.
your band's name?" He's like, Between Blue. And I was like, how'd you get that name? He's like, well, and he's barefoot, by
Why
the
is
way.
he
This is
breathing like
why,
this?
because he's so fucking
Is he winded?
excited to be
Oh.
there. And he's like, well, if you think about it, the ocean is blue,
Oh, no.
and so is the sky. So weird.
Just the
Between
description.
blue.
Just the description of this is making me older.
Yeah, this was back in 2009, I want to say.
I wish I was too.
Oh, God,
I
no.
don't.
I don't miss those
True.
times.
I would.
That
I
band
would,
was awesome, but...
in 2009. I would die again, so I didn't have to hear that story.
Oh, fuck, that's right. You died in
I
09.
did.
For a little bit.
Lame.
My second birthday.
Wuss. Anyway.
I know. I took the easy way out.
Dude, you should. Hold on. You should do that.
What? Celebrate a birthday?
No, celebrate. Yeah, your second birthday.
I wasn't.
Oh, happy Death Day!
I
We
wasn't
should do a
born,
Death
though.
Day for Tom.
It's today,
Today is
April 21st.
Whoa.
Whoa,
It's your
dude.
death day.
Yeah, April 21st.
Happy Death
2009.
Day, dude.
This is very morbid.
I didn't know. I would have got you a cake.
That's why I didn't tell anybody
Yeah.
because it doesn't matter.
Well,
See, but
now
now
I
we
know,
know, and
that's
that's dangerous
in this brain
information
forever.
for him to know.
I never forget.
Yeah.
Like an elephant.
We'll see next year.
He's gonna get you a cake.
I'm not gonna. I'm not
With
gonna,
my face on it.
I mean, doesn't matter what's on it. We're talking cake here. I mean,
What kind of cake you like?
the cake kind.
Cake flavored? I'm gonna get a cake flavored cake. Should I say it like that at Acme?
Oh, dude.
No, they'll kick you out.
Shit.
What's the cakiest cake you have?
Dude, you got to get the fuck out of here. You're flagged.
You're
We'll just get you a nice Fudgy the Whale.
Now
What's
you're-
that?
now you're
Fudgy the
talking.
Whale?
Carvel.
Just like an ice cream Carvel guy.
Oh.
We got one for Mel's dad.
Does it have like a blowhole you put the candle in?
We got one for Mel's dad for his birthday last year. It fucking rocked my world. I loved it.
I gotta look this up. Is it like Cookie Puss?
Sure.
With the eyeballs and then the...
I guess.
You guys know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah. Sometimes I've had bands be like, for their rider, just be like, we want cake. And they won't
They won't specify which.
specify, so I'm like, you're getting a Fudgy.
No one's mad about that.
Or I'll pick something that's vegan so that I'm if I feel the vibe that they're going to leave it behind, I just fucking take it later.
Sure.
Cool.
Fuck yeah.
Are you a vegan? Mm-hmm. How long you been vegan?
8.5 years.
Cool.
In a perfect world, red velvet.
Oh yeah,
Why
that's a
not?
good cake.
And it's a good cake.
I've been vegetarian for almost 20 now. Almost 20 years, but I would love to go vegan, but I just can't
That's
at
valid.
the moment. Maybe once I'm out, I can. But I have leather shoes on right now. Reebok makes vegan shoes, but to make vegan products, you're definitely doing more damage to the
Yeah,
ecosystem.
vegan leather is actually worse. So
Yeah,
I just
it's
like
so
I
bad.
wear
It's secondhand.
Yeah, get it secondhand, but I wear secondhand leather jackets and shit like that.
That's a big part of what got me into doing, like, learning how to do leather work. I just think it's, like, cool. Like, it's definitely better to reuse than buy more shit that says it's recyclable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I also think, like, just older leather in general is better than newer leather. Yeah. Like, it's broken in. It looks better.
It's like an old T-shirt and you put it on. You're
Yeah.
Get the little it feels nice.
get a little.
I actually
I have
got
an old Ghostbuster shirt, man.
I got a brand new shirt from this band called Cannons today, and it's
Cool
like
name.
the nicest shirt I've ever felt. It's like perfectly soft, but it's not like, you know, those premium tees.
Oh, I know the
soft,
premium-
the soft ones. Not as shitty as like or not like a next level, but like an American Apparel or like a Toltecs. My least favorite things.
I love when we get into these conversations on the podcast
This
about
is why
shirt material.
This
I'm
This
not
is
even
why
being.
I brought Peyton on the show.
I'm not
I'm a
even being
slut for
sarcastic
those conversations.
because I
love
don't.
yeah.
talking
I
about
don't
it.
know the differences of shirts.
Wouldn't it be nice to live like that?
I like this shirt.
I wish I had that.
There's certain, like, I'm kind of both ways. Like, there's
Yeah.
shirts that, like, I know, like, comfort colors are going to fit great and they're not going to shrink, and I love
That's
it.
the name of the brand, Comfort
It's
Colors.
Hanes
yeah.
Comfort Colors, yeah.
Oh, Hanes. Okay.
But then there's like Gildan shirts, like, I know are going to shrink and all of that. And,
I
like,
remember
there's
Gildan.
certain ones that, like, you have to know it because if you buy it and then, like, I have shirts upstairs that, like, I can't wear anymore.
Yeah,
Because when I
especially-
bought them, they fit great. Washed them, like, washed them the right way.
I'll
and
take 'em.
still, boom, just, she takes them.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah, they're all
Like
crop tops.
especially
They're-
in merch world, it's like t-shirts are like $45-$50 now.
This is
Whoa.
this is my bread and butter. Now we're
Yeah.
getting
they're
into merch talk.
$45
So
to
it's like-
$50.
Yes, and so I do merch at the TLA sometimes.
Yeah.
And I did merch for the opener of this Gracie Abrams show.
Who's
And-
Gracie Abrams?
JJ Abrams' daughter.
Whoa.
Talk about nepo babies, right?
Yeah, well, I feel like that's the
looped
whole
around.
entertainment industry since the dawn
Yeah.
of time. Look at the
But like,
Barrymores.
she's actually pretty good. So I'm like,
What
Alright.
kind of
Get a
music
pass.
does she do?
like singer songwriter, like teen girls lover.
Oh,
She's I think opening for Taylor Swift.
So she's
I was
doing well.
about to ask that.
She's doing great.
Literally was going to
But
ask.
she had like a $120 hoodie and like $140 sweatpants.
What are they made of?
Ooh.
Gildan.
It's
Yeah.
just, it's the brand.
And so
and
the
the name
opener-
and the
The opener had
everything.
a price match. So I was selling
people are buying them.
Oh yeah.
People were buying her shit.
Whoa.
And I felt terrible selling. I sold like 4 or 5 of these $100 heather gray Gildan hoodies with like a single blue print on it.
Dude. That's
And I would
lame.
give these girls a look of like, please don't waste your money on this. It's gonna shrink.
I'm dissociating.
It's
from
gonna not
the
feel
description
comfy.
of this.
It's
Did you
gonna be
tell them
bad.
it'll shrink? You can't. You
Oh,
eat it?
I will.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes, so at this Tortuga thing, if people were mean or like wearing racist clothing, I would be like,
A lot of
"Oh,
people show up there in racist clothing.
I saw a lot
Yeah.
of Let's Go
Confederate,
Brent. Yeah,
like
lots
a-
of Confederate flags are banned, but saw lots of he'll be back, like
Those
matching
things, yeah.
swim trunk shirt combos.
I mean, it's pretty funny.
It's funny, but they were so
Dude, the fact that
was
they
terrible.
actually, like, unironically, like, I have a bunch of ironic ass T-shirts.
Right. Sure. No.
for sure. But
They're not. They're not.
They mean it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not irony
And
there.
it's like they spent money on that too.
a lot.
Yeah.
well,
and it's
so-
definitely not made in America.
You
No.
You want to understand?
Hell no.
You want to understand like the margins here on like a $120 Gildan hoodie.
Yeah,
for
please.
the lay person and anybody listening.
I'm a lay person.
So, I've been collecting merch for a really long time. I care about shit like how it fits and the quality of stuff, the quality of how good a print is and stuff. So a single color print on a heather gray Gildan hoodie, a heather gray Gildan hoodie blank from a print shop is anywhere in the range of these days maybe $18 to
I
$23
was gonna say, like,
a
15
piece.
to 20, right?
Not anymore. $18 to $20 is like a middle of the line price. Plus, with a single color, one screen probably, you're talking a unit cost of like $25 a piece at max. So they're making a profit margin of 500% if they're selling it for $120.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me sick.
Yeah, but
Damn.
about those per heads, which for the layperson, a per head is the amount of money that is spent on merch divided by the
Attendance of the show.
attendance of the show. So
Oh yeah.
like a $5 per head isn't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
I've had like 80-cent per heads, which were terrible.
What does that measure out to? Like if a show, how many cap is the TLA? 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So 1,000 people divided
Is the
by
TLA really 1,000?
it's something
it's
like
1,000.
that.
It doesn't feel that big.
It is.
Yeah.
It's because the upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
that's like as if 80 cents per head. That's like, I can't do that
Yeah,
math that
it's like
quickly.
it's really sad numbers that no management would ever
Isn't
be
that
stoked on.
$800? 80 cents per head.
That's
per
if every
1,000 people.
If every
That's
single
if every
person.
single
If it was
person
sold
buys
out,
in
yeah.
it, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
It's less than 1%.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
It's just merch
way
prices
less
are
than 1%.
crazy now.
Yeah. Like, I remember going to shows. I remember buying T-shirts for $15 at shows, and like just like DIY or like small time hardcore.
Dude, the
bands.
last time I made merch and I put it up for like 15, I had put it up for 15.
You screened it yourself?
No, I didn't. I wish I did.
Oh, okay.
I really would
You
love
said
to.
you made merch.
You-
But
when you got the stall child stuff made.
Yeah, when I got all that shit made, I was like, oh, $10 a shirt because that's what I always did. And then I was like, wait, what cost me X? And I was like looking at other bands' merch. I'm like, $22 a shirt. I was like,
I still sell
$15 was like, cool, I'll do that.
I still sell my T-shirts for $10 because I go to like thrift stores and just buy a bunch of the $2 T-shirts, and then I have a heat press at home and I buy this material that it's just as good as a screen print. But it's only one color, so it's just black, logo or whatever for my one goth band I play in, and I press it on there, and it cost me. I mean, the whole thing cost me $3.
Dude,
And-
screen printing in general, buying the materials and putting it
an
together is one
industry.
thing, but it's actually really easy to make a screen.
And I,
Like
dude,
one
and
color- one
that is
color
above
screen.
my brain power. Like,
No, you could do it for sure.
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Well, either way,
Let's
this
not
is,
get mad at another hobby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
no.
I can't. I have no more room left of. for
I have
anything.
thought about doing it for
I would
years
love to.
and
If
years
you
and
ever wanted to
years,
do
yeah.
it in your house, I would love to come over and
If
help
I had
you all
yeah,
the time.
if I had a taller
There it goes.
basement, it would be. I would do it in a heartbeat.
Oh, we can hunch.
All you need is a bathroom and like a dark closet.
Yeah, it's
do you screen print?
my
So
bathroom's
I-
super small.
Going to art school, I took advantage of it.
Yeah.
And I did 2 classes, and then I had a friend who was doing like a, just doing his own shit and kind of was showing him how to do it.
Cool.
Because he was like blowing money that he didn't need to, and I was like, please stop.
I think the hardest part is what burning the screen, like getting that right, is like the hardest part.
yeah.
But once you have it down, it's like
When you're doing it yourself, it is tricky to
Yeah.
do that. My first band, we stole screens from AC Moore and like burned our
wonder
own
what band
screens.
this is.
Take a wild guess. And we
It's
burned
a hockey
them.
reference.
Like we made like a tent structure out of like a comforter or two to burn the screen in. Did that for like a day. And we would like squeegee the ink on all the shit ourselves. We sold those for
Sweet.
like $12.
Which is insane considering that you were doing it all yourself, and these bands
Yeah.
are getting it done. They're paying like 5 cents per shirt, and they're getting,
Oh, yeah.
$40
Insane.
out of it.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Well,
Plus-
it's the merchandise company who works with either the label or probably, I assume, a production company of some
But
kind.
with hardcore bands, I mean, isn't merch sales pretty much the only way you're making money on the road?
Depends on
you can
who.
take hardcore out of that.
Yeah.
Or just all
Statement.
bands, really? Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's the only way
Bands.
we ever made money.
Yeah, but like there's now post-COVID like a huge upsurge of just merch in general. Like people
Yo,
are
yeah.
willing to shell out insane amounts of money
For anything
for
right now, actually.
exactly, and so people are just trying to hop on and like be merch vendors because there's so much money in it right now, but
Yep.
it's not gonna last.
I
No,
think this shirt
there's
was
a
like
bubble.
25.
Yeah,
There's a huge bubble that's going to burst anytime now. And there was also a huge uptick in bootlegging.
I
over
thought
the
that about like
pandemic, too.
OnlyFans and stuff too, but it seems to just keep going.
Sex is the oldest profession in the world. That
No,
bubble's not
I
going
understand
anywhere.
that, but pandemic when Bella Thorne like fucked everybody over on OnlyFans.
Oh, I thought that was going to end it.
I
because
did
of-
too.
yeah.
I was like, well, I guess the bubble's gonna blow
how
up soon.
how the
'cause, like-
turntables have turned.
yeah, the turntables.
how the
are dirty.
turntables.
No, but like there's you can scroll on Instagram if you like one post of like a bootleg shirt, there's an entire ecosystem of people bootlegging or creating original boots of movies, TV shows, like anything nostalgia. And I'm fully in support of it for now because you can get a brand new t-shirt with like either a sick design that you would never find an original of for under,
or just technically a bootleg reprint.
Dude, the Goosebumps t-shirts that I see now are insane.
Like,
and they're a lot of money. And I love
spent
them.
$300 on an OG Dookie tour shirt.
That's pretty cool.
It's like a
It's a lot
double
of money,
XL.
but that was the first album I ever owned.
But
so.
it's starting to get holes, so I'm like,
oh man,
I can
Gotta
never
frame
wear
it
this again.
I have a.
You
I have
could
an-
frame it. That's
I
a
have
good
a
idea.
Misfits
Or make a pillow
shirt from.
True.
It was one of the original like Glenn Danzig. You know, they used to fucking put a projector up and draw on color men and all that shit. Like I have one of those and it's covered in holes and it's threadbare and all that shit. I don't wear it. I just like I need to frame it. But yeah,
In 2012, I bought the most expensive like thing I ever paid for a piece of merch. It was an original bolt thrower hoodie. I paid $150 for it.
wow.
Okay.
But now it's probably worth $500.
I forget what shirt it was. There was.
I think I did a
something
trade for that Misfit shirt.
I wanted to.
I love
buy it. I
trading
don't
in
remember.
Yeah,
It
that's.
was like an old hoodie or something, and I was like, oh, and it was an old T-shirt. That was like I had that shirt and I lost it or grew out of it, whatever. And I was like, let me see how much like if I can find one on like what Depop and.
These days, dude, man, merch is so inflated.
But
right now.
I found it and I was like, $150. I'm not paying.
Well, it's
Not
like
for a
so
shirt.
hard now because there's just so many bootlegs.
Yeah.
And
Bootlegs are-
they're
I wouldn't
great,
give a fuck
and
about
they're
it.
doing such a good job at producing them that it's hard to tell what's bootleg and what's original.
Who is bootlegging them?
Just people
Just
who
random
Just
people
like
who
regular
wanna-
civilians, or are there companies that are straight up?
No, these are-
No,
bootlegging.
these are like you can
People
find it
that
on
can
like
print it.
Etsy and anyone who can print.
even
they'll
yeah.
they'll charge, if they're making a bootleg, they'll charge vintage prices, and it's insane.
Oh,
You know,
see, that's where it's a little fucked.
Yeah.
You know what's really wild is you didn't get to see my house, but I'm a big toy collector. In the toy world, a lot of times bootleg toys are more expensive and rare
Than the actual real one.
actual toys. Because I collect bootleg kaiju toys or like Godzilla type toys and Ultraman stuff too. And those are so much money. But I bought a bunch of mine in the 90s when I was a kid. From this store that's like long gone now, but those are super rare and hard to find. Or like I have
on
a
69th Street.
no, it was I don't even know where the fuck it was called Zips Toys. It was in like near Upper Darby. They still have a location now in Upper Darby, but it's like you have to go in by appointment. It's really weird. But they used to have bins of these things, and they're called they're called Pachi Kaiju, and they're fucking like they're really hard to find in the U.S. But what was I gonna say? Oh, well, you guys have been to my
Bootleg and
house.
stuff?
Have you ever seen my bootleg Freddy Krueger action figure? It's called Nightmare Freddy.
Nightmare
so in
Freddy. No,
Japan.
I actually haven't seen that.
Amazing.
It's fantastic. It's cool. A really famous bootleg toy, which I don't own, but I would love this in my collection, is the bootleg RoboCop, but it's called Robert Cop.
Robert Cop.
Yeah. You ever seen that? Look that shit up, dude. People pay big money for Robert Cop.
Well, those are
I would.
do that right now.
yeah, dude.
those are like fun because it's
great.
all just like they got the name wrong or had to do this.
They have to.
Yo,
Yeah.
They
next,
have to, or they get fucking sued.
Yeah.
dude, next time you're at my house, look in my big toy case with my Dragon Ball Z action figures and look
Robert
at my
Cop.
my
Robert
Frieza level 1 figure. Because it's a bootleg Frieza figure, and the eyes are like
crooked?
cross-eyed. It's so
I've
funny,
seen
dude.
it.
My wife will be like, "Something ain't right with Frieza, man.
Free's a little derpy.
He's a little derpy." Yeah, and you can get those in Chinatown in Philly. Like you
Yeah.
can find some good bootleg stuff. Not as much as you used to, but there's still some
This
bootleg
one's my
Godzilla stuff.
favorite.
Oh, is that Robert Cop? Yeah.
but like in a
Great.
chintzy, just plastic bag.
I
Most
prefer
of them
toys
will.
in
It'll be
in
the
bag.
cardboard on the top, stapled to the plastic
Yep.
bag.
And I
Yep.
prefer that. If you're a true toy collector, anybody who's listening to this that's a toy collector, you know the good toys come in just that shitty plastic sheet. Like, oh, dude.
But the
Literally
label,
Jersey
Robert
Shore.
Cop 2.
Jersey Shore toys.
It's the furniture of law enforcement. I'll be back. Futuristic Robert, Terminator, Autobotic. Exciting movie look toy.
That is sick.
Oh my
I
God.
love
It's
it.
amazing.
Yo, we're going to the Mahoning Drive-In in like 2 weeks to go see.
Is that in Jersey?
No, in Mahoning,
Lehigh
Pennsylvania. Have you
Valley.
been?
I have not, but that's
You
like,
know where it's at, right?
Yeah.
Dude, you need to go.
It's so good.
I don't know if you like camping at all because you have to kind of do it for a living, I guess, sometimes.
I'd prefer like a non-festival experience.
It's
so, like,
not a-
I'd
it's not festival.
No, I'm saying
Oh, okay.
I would like something that's
You and
not
your
that.
boyfriend should totally go. They're showing Terminator 1 and 2 and RoboCop 1 and
saw
2.
that.
We're going in it's like 2 weeks from now, and we're taking our motorcycles. Me and my buddies were just moto camping and just setting up. It's so much fun. You guys have to go.
Moto
when you-
Cop.
Moto Cop, yeah. Yo, there is there's a movie called Rotar. Anyway, we'll have to do a movie night at my house for that, or Rotor, and it's like a RoboCop ripoff.
Then back to your
Yes.
question about who is bootlegging
Yes,
this.
please.
It's anybody who knows how to do graphic design, even half
Okay.
well.
Okay.
Or
Because
screen printing.
not
Yeah.
even
Not
because
even?
Because I've seen some terrible rips. As someone
they
who
printing them on
spent
the-
too much money to have a graphic design degree that I like hardly use anymore. I've seen terrible rips go for so much and like sell out. It's crazy.
Are they printing them on those Cricut machines? Is that what they're
What?
doing a lot of time? You know, Cricut, they'll print ink onto clothing.
It's spelled CRICUT, not like the,
Cricut.
not like the, yeah.
Yeah, because yeah.
It took me way
Cricut.
too long to figure that out.
well, anybody who knows how to do graphic design and knows somebody at a print shop will be like, "Hey, all they have to do is put an order in with a print shop. They don't have to work. Well, it helps obviously if you know someone who works at one, like my buddy Chris who does Youth Energy, who you got your grind shirt from.
Yeah.
Like he is
That shirt's so sick.
he is a graphic designer like for a living and works at a print shop, so he does a lot of like nostalgia movie stuff, but he does original designs.
That's the guy
Yeah.
who does the Thing t-shirts? The t-shirts of the Thing?
He designed it, but he didn't do that.
Okay, he didn't print that run.
one.
Okay,
He also
I would like
does-
to buy t-shirts from him.
He also does that. He'll create designs. That was for Espionage, who
Cool.
is also a sick shop, espionage.vr.
But there's like the influx of people who are doing these bootlegs also opens a different discussion too, because it's like people will make original bootleg designs, and people will copy it.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
the people
yeah.
who made those designs get upset when it's really not
Big
any
toy
of their
industry
intellectual
thing too.
property.
Yeah, but it's like you're already stealing.
Yeah.
So why are you mad that someone's?
Yeah.
It's
That
a
happens
hustle.
with Pokemon art a lot, actually, because my wife will design something that's like Pokemon related art, but it won't look exactly like it, and then Etsy will try and shut them down, even though they have like so much bootleg Pokemon shit
Yeah.
on there.
It's
Yeah, I don't get it.
laughable sometimes.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
And
actually surprised though that like you can get away with like putting in an order of like a bootleg.
They changed the name.
Change the name.
Like
Pokemon.
like
Like Robert Cop.
Robert Cop.
Robert
Yeah.
Cop, or like I know like Chris has he made like one of my favorite things he did was a Jet Set Radio Future design,
Such a cool game.
and
man.
he named it Concept of Love.
Cool.
So if you're in the know, you understand the reference,
Yes.
but you can't find it by searching it.
well, do you guys go to the Newcastle Farmers Market?
Wait,
'Cause I
they just
go-
changed the name of.
Well, it's
like-
a reference to the property, but it's not saying Jet Set Radio
No,
Future.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm saying
Oh.
like as far as like going like to put in the order with the print shop, like wouldn't the print shop be like, wait, this isn't your.
No, you got print shops all wrong, brother. Because all you have to
Dude.
all you have to say is, "Here's
Let me tell you about print
I want to put in an order of 200 shirts." The print shop
go
goes,
through all 200
Cool.
podcasts.
They go, here's how much it costs, and they say, okay.
And then here's a design.
They don't
Dude,
give a
dude,
shit.
you know how many times I try to get a shirt with like this was back in like 20, I don't know, maybe like 2009, 2010. I designed it. It was it was literally the Phillies logo, but it just had parallels with. But
Oh, that's
like, I
cool.
like
I
changed
remember
it
that
up.
design.
And
It's a really good idea.
The only person I was like, oh, let's go to John. John was like, I'm not fucking doing it. He
Well-
was like, I got in so much trouble with that punishment, like T-shirt, like way back in the day, and I was like, but I'll get in trouble. He goes,
Yeah.
no, but I'm printing it, and I'll get in trouble. I'm like,
There's a-
oh, okay,
There's a marked difference in what you're talking about, though. This is a reputable shop you're referencing.
that's true.
I'm talking about any like Joe's screen printing on the corner over there or something.
I would say the most bootlegged image of all time is the Misfits logo.
Yeah,
And every
Fiend
company,
skull?
yeah, the Crimson Ghost.
Yeah, yeah,
and they
yeah,
just
yeah.
put it on fucking
which is funny
everything,
because
dude.
it's not even their logo.
No, I know. Glenn Danzig took the Crimson Ghost from the 40s cereal, and he fucking just traced it out, and then like they got another person to design it. But yeah. Wild, dude. Yeah.
It's crazy how there's like no original, like truly original art anymore though, because everything's
rare.
borrowed.
Well, I think throughout history, I think there's only 16 original stories that have ever been written, and everything is just
An interpretation
different
of them.
versions of those stories. I mean, Hamlet's like the most common.
Dude,
pretty
I
much
stole
like
the
Sons of
Morton's-
Anarchy. And
I stole the Morton Salt Girl for a shirt.
Did you?
And,
That's
Stall
cool.
child shirt.
Yeah.
And that's like when I knew Jawbreaker did it years and years ago, but
Yes,
now
they
I've
did.
seen that like actual print, same exact like style, like
Yeah.
way more often than I need to, and like especially like even in hardcore, I'm like, oh damn, like everybody be just taking the Morton Salt Girl.
Well, hardcore
some
too.
reason.
They use logo. They use like everybody's
Oh, yeah.
fucking logos.
Well, it's
over
like
and over
it's
again.
like a thing to rip a thing.
Right. No, I get that.
Gridiron has a fucking Hooters logo T-shirt,
pretty
which is
funny.
fucking
That's
sick,
rad.
It's
actually.
a good
Yeah.
item.
Well,
Good
even
item.
Lilu Dallas, we were talking about them earlier. They would write their shit out in the Ninja Turtles font and
Yeah.
stuff, which I'm a huge Turtles fan and stuff. Well, but we were talking about bootleg stuff too. Like you go to the Newcastle Farmers Market and they still have that toy store there, and you'll find like Mega Turtles and stuff. And then it's always like 3 turtles and like a Power Ranger in the kit. You know?
I haven't been to the farmers market, and so
you
we gotta
kidding
go
me?
again. I gotta go
Let's
with you.
fuck- Do you want to go this weekend?
Probably.
Let's fuck. Yo, I'm gonna text you tomorrow because Tom likes to
Not
go there
t-
too.
not s- well,
okay,
if
let's
we
do
go in the
Sunday.
morning.
Let's
We
go
go in the
Sunday.
morning.
Yeah, you want to do Sunday morning and grab breakfast? We could do a little.
I bet
little
you'll see my dad there.
double date.
Road
We
date.
do. We see your dad there all the time. We see your dad
Is he like
there.
looking for music here?
No, he
No,
goes,
he likes going to get breakfast at the little spot. You want to go?
Yeah,
Let's go.
I can do tomorrow morning too. I just gotta watch my brother and sister tomorrow night.
Let me talk to Liz. See what's up. She can go tomorrow morning.
That's
I
good that we're
prefer
making
tomorrow morning.
plans on the podcast.
Hey,
Hey,
You know,
hey,
see
Have
you
fun
there.
without
Oh.
me.
hey, you guys are welcome too. You and your boyfriend.
my
Come
invite
to the-
must have got lost
Yeah.
in the mail.
I know, what the fuck?
What? You and Mel want to go?
I'm joking.
Let's make this
I'm
a
going-
farmer's market day. I go there all
Sure.
the time for my haunted house shit.
I would take you up on it, but I do this thing before every tour where I don't get
Socialize?
prepared
Oh,
until like
the day before.
the day before.
that's cool.
And
Cool.
it's dangerous because I have like an early afternoon flight, not a morning flight.
Oh,
So
that's
I'm like,
good.
I got time. Where like I got a new Pelican, I have to like saw the foam out so everything can fit nicely.
Cool. Cool.
Oh, I actually meant to ask that too. Like, so you're doing video and photography for them, and also merch. So obviously, while they're playing, you're not doing merch.
Right.
Yikes.
Is there other people doing merch with you, or is it just like merch is shut down during their set? Or
Can I
Mer-
jump in real quick? I think a lot of bands see it. Tell me if this is true. While the band is playing, they will not sell merch.
Yeah.
Is that most bands or
It's
some
most bands. So there was this post that went around not too long ago where Anti-Flag was playing. Their merch was shut down because they, like what I'll be doing, their merch person also is doing other shit.
Bands
so he
playing.
wasn't there. And someone went up to the merch table,
Wanted to buy
took
something.
shit, tweeted at the band being like, no one was there, but I took this. Like, what should I do to make sure you guys get paid? Which, like, go watch this. The amount of people that come up while, like, the headliner is playing. Like, you spent so much money on Ticketmaster fees to be
To
go
be
watch
here,
the
yeah.
show.
there have been times though
So
that like
it's
during like a
insane.
band, like maybe an opener or like mid set, I'm like, yeah, the band's actually kind of sick. I'm gonna go, and like I would just go look at their merch. Like I wouldn't really buy it, but
I try and
have
buy, like, the
there's
openers
no
merch.
one. There's no one there. Like, and I get it. Like for like
Sometimes.
when like my friends touring and stuff like that. Like you're doing your own merch, so can't really sell it while you're playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Which, like, we're doing one-offs where they're Deaf Heaven's the headliner. So, like, this Philly show that's coming up, We have Clear Capsule, who's a band from LA. They'll be opening, so I might have them cover, but
Yeah, usually like
it's
on like
mostly
a,
gonna just be like, go watch the fucking show.
The problem, I think, is like we like this, like us four are talking as people who go to a lot of shows.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, the general population, when they go to an event, they're just doing that.
They're on fucking
That is-
vacation.
Yeah,
dude.
that's
Dude,
their
it-
1 or 2 shows of the year.
Yeah.
It actually took a year of me living back here, like to start going to shows again around here. Like
Yeah.
I haven't been to anything in a while, and
So-
just started doing it again.
we inherently know etiquette of things, like the band is playing, just wait, go watch them, and then either buy their merch before or after, depending on the lineup or whatever. And you know what else I wanted to talk about? There's 2 things I wanted to talk about before we end this episode.
Okay.
First one, merch cuts.
Oh God, I forgot.
I don't know what that is.
We'll explain.
So
The cut you get.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no,
No,
no, no,
no,
no!
no,
It's
no,
you're
no.
it's
The
gonna piss you
opposite.
off. It'll piss you off.
yeah.
Okay.
So venues take a cut of your merch sales.
The Queen tried to do that to us. I
Yeah,
remember.
it's
Okay.
80-20 soft versus hard.
That's a silly
what she said.
thing. Okay.
Thank you.
It's a silly thing to
And
say.
yeah, we are doing. Oh, you have sound effects? I
Oh
didn't
my
know
god. Does he have
Whoa.
fucking sound effects?
that was a good one. Gotta
80
get back on track
I
with
smell
that.
so bad right now.
Also-
I gotta-
Luckily,
yeah, 'cause I biked here.
listeners cannot smell you.
Yeah, I think you guys probably can.
Not until we release this
He
in
is
smell
Italian.
division.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
broken
I'm
my nose
Italian.
like twice, so it makes me feel
Oh, I
better.
broke my nose
can't
before
smell
too.
you. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So 80-20.
Soft
Yeah.
and hard.
Yeah. So, luckily with an opener slot, they don't really care.
Okay.
But
Yeah, but for a big band, that's
for a
the
big
difference
band,
between
yeah. But like
$1,000.
Coheed, they're gonna pay a merch cut. We're gonna try and get out of it. Live Nation has gotten so much shit for merch cuts lately that if you just ask nicely now, they won't take a cut.
I've also heard what a lot of bands should be doing more of. You do this thing called lying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're like, slow day. Only sold like 20 things.
That's the tough thing with like at venue, which is what the point of sale service that a lot of bands are using now.
It's automated.
It's hard to. It's great because it just generates the reports for you, which is great for me if I'm doing 2-3 other jobs.
Yeah, because plus you're doing things where you're selling numbers.
Right, but if it's like an opening slot where they,
You might sell 15
smaller
shirts.
band,
You're writing on paper rather than
exactly.
using electronic shit.
Yeah, but we're doing a show in Harrisonburg, Virginia, this next week, and they don't take merch cuts. Shout out Golden Pony.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I've also I heard on another podcast, they were like, what bands are really starting, like hardcore bands are starting to do, like the pro level ones are like, no, you can't have a merch cut. You can just say no.
Yeah, especially because Live Nation has got so much shit for it lately. But so I work in the Met as well, and we had Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh, I know who that is.
So
He has a
she
new
had
album I had
good
no
for
idea
you.
about.
nice.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Yep.
But
I do know who that is.
they were going to do huge numbers of merch sales. So to counteract what they would be losing, they had a merch truck,
Outside.
Oh, that's brilliant.
which is off campus.
Well, that's like one of the ways I was going to say.
Yeah.
There's another thing I've heard bands do, be like, oh, wait, you got to pull these shirts from our account because we just got Bandcamp sales, so we got to pull these from our account, and they would pull them and then just
Yeah.
give the shirts to people that bought them outside of the venue.
That's pretty smart.
I just got that joke, by the way.
The only
I didn't realize because I forgot that's a song she sings. Thank you.
The only downside to like strong arming them out of their respective merch cuts at these venues is that the venues can be like, okay, well, we're not going to let you play here anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
And
okay,
it'll-
good, because I don't want to
Well,
anymore.
here's the thing: if you're doing touring on like a production, like a pro level,
Yeah, I know.
that'll fuck up shit for your booking agents or
Right.
Yeah.
management.
But then
or
it's
whatever.
also hard to, lie about numbers too, because,
Yeah,
like tours that are about this Coheed size. You know, they're doing some venues where it's
Massive.
like their merch person will be selling, and then other venues will be a venue sell. So they have people come in that the venue pays, and then they, you know, it's a lot more difficult to lie about.
Yeah, I have a couple friends
What you
in
have.
Cleveland that do that. That's what they do is they work for like venues and do the merch.
Yeah.
Like, is that like how you do it at the TLA? Are you a
Yeah, so that's the venue sell when I'm coming in and doing that.
Gotcha.
I also sell merch at the Man, and that's a lot different.
I love the Man, like going to shows there, but how different?
Well, like instead of just me being there for like the TLA, we got a team of like 10, 15 people.
Shit.
Wearing terrible uniforms. We have to wear khaki pants now.
Jeez.
Khaki pants and white shoes, which is going to be terrible.
Damn, Daniel.
Well, like you actually have to wear like a uniform. Like, well,
Yeah.
I guess it's like your event
being-
Which,
staff.
like, yeah, so last year when I was doing it, we had to wear these god awful, like, tan, like, nude, like, hearing aid colored, like, which matched mine, which is cute.
I already know
And-
the color.
Yeah, it's a terrible color.
You have a hearing aid?
Yeah, I'm like pretty much deaf in one ear.
Really?
Because I've been going to shows since I was 5 and didn't start wearing earplugs
guess I
till
didn't
college.
That closely.
It might
into
take-
your
Wearing
ear.
them right now
Oh.
because I would
Tinnitus.
only get feedback.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my
makes
dumbass
sense.
when they were like, "Hey, you're going deaf," I was like, "My tinnitus is gone." That's not how that works. I'm like, "You're an idiot."
My tinnitus is gone. No, your hearing is.
Actually.
No.
Quite the opposite.
Yeah,
Good
so I
news
have
and we got bad news.
80% hearing loss in my left ear, 20% in my right.
Fuck.
So I have one functioning ear
Yeah, one
between the
collective
two
ear.
of them. Yeah, but
Hey, shit happens.
That's
This
what
is
they
true.
say.
yeah, which is actually how I lost that Monster Jam job because
Oh yeah, go back
my
to
boss's wife. I was like, I'm very transparent because I, don't want to fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Before every job, I'm like, this is the thing that I have. Like, I'm not going to wear my hearing aids because it's only going to pick up the monster trucks, which are already loud.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're talking to me, please make eye contact and, like, face me so I can try and read your lips.
Yeah.
And so we started loadout. She came up to me. She was like, okay. Like, if you're me,
Yeah.
she'd be like, okay, we're going to start doing that. And I'm like, what are you saying? So I told her, and she'd be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Let me try again. Okay, so we're going to blah, blah. And she was like, you never told me you were deaf. I was like, oh, I did.
Yeah.
I have an email that says I
Maybe
started-
you're deaf
did.
because you didn't hear me,
And
bitch.
so she
Or
was like, I
blind.
think you're making it up.
Making it up? But why?
I was like, that's
exactly.
a really
Why
weird thing
would
to
you
lie
ever
about.
say that?
It's like, I'll lie
I'm
as
assuming
I'll
she's
lie as
older.
a treat some.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll lie as a treat sometimes,
You
Sometimes
keep
you,
it
gotta do
99.
it.
You keep it 99 because you'd be
Yeah,
lying
but that's like-
sometimes.
It's a really weird thing to lie about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An impairment that extreme. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
shit. I actually made a bad joke about that last night about like lying about like being colorblind. Like if I had an HOA and like I want to paint my house a certain color and they're like, you can't do that. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was.
That's pretty fucking
I mean-
funny, actually.
HOA though, it's
Not the worst.
okay thing to lie.
yeah,
to.
not the worst idea I've ever heard.
Yeah, dude. She keeps saying like she's like on the fence with HOAs. Like, and I'm like, dude, fuck that. No, I'm not answering to somebody. I own this house. I'm not answering to somebody.
Fuck
Yeah.
that. I would never.
Because you got shit for your haunted house like being like built up and like ready to go.
Well, that was
Yeah.
from the town though. It's
Yeah,
a
that was from
little
the-
different.
But still,
so
like-
they haven't gotten on me about the haunt because I take it down the next day. It was the stuff that I would store behind
yeah.
my house, and I'm like, first of all, it's just my wife is like always does the like. The fucking guy from like Willy Wonka, like, but daddy, like, I wanted Oompa Loompa now. Like that's the fucking guy that got mad about my haunted house stuff, which I build for the fucking community for free. That is like, I don't like seeing pieces of wood behind a home. Like,
God, people suck.
then don't
yeah.
look at it.
Exactly.
Like-
and also you have to go behind my house to see it.
There's
Yeah.
nothing back there.
Fucking
I've been there.
asshole.
There's nothing.
Yeah,
back there.
dude.
Tyler the
stupid.
creator said one of my favorite things about something like that, like cyberbullying. Like, how are you being bullied? Just close your eyes.
Yeah, yeah, I know, dude. I think about that shit all the time. Whatever.
No,
It's a
but
very insensitive way to look at it, but it's also kind of.
we're
True.
I forgot
Points are
to
being made.
I forgot to mention my friends that I brought to the show, who I will also mention once again. They'd never been to a show like this before. My one friend started getting a little tipsy, and he goes up to like a smoking hot Latina girl who's definitely there with her husband or boyfriend.
I'm listening.
And was like, "You must be Latina," like over and over again. She's fucking like starting to laugh, and then me and my other friend had to go up and be like, "Sorry, he's new here." Then we're in the
He's
pit.
new here.
Then we're in the pit. There's a kid who's moshing along with us, and he's like a young guy, and we're talking, him and this other dude. I'm like, yo, how old are you guys? It's so cool you listen to this music. They're like, the one kid's like, I'm still in high school. And I was like, dude, that's rad.
Rules.
Like, I saw them for the first time when I was in high school. And then the other kid was like, I'm 21. And my friend, once again, is like, you must be Latino. And the kid goes, I'm Central Asian. And my friend is like, oh, okay. So there's, let's see, Chinese. Okay, Chinese, like over and over again. I swear.
Was he screaming like that?
Yeah. And I thought he was going to be like, okay, so Chinese, Japanese, dirty knees.
Oh, no.
Look at these. I swear I thought he was going to, but he just kept repeating. And the kid finally goes, hey man, let's just watch the music. I felt so bad. I was like, I brought the guys here that are being insensitive. But no, it was
You
a
brought
lot
the
of fun.
Punishers.
That's not punishing.
Yeah, it is.
It was
It is
funny.
punishing, but
Yeah.
it's
Everybody there was really fucking cool though. Man.
Yeah. The last thing I wanted to talk about
Yeah.
before we end this
'Cause
shit
I need to leave.
is, well,
You're
Yeah, you'll be all right.
allowed
I
to-
know,
Look.
but
Look at the time.
I know.
travel.
what are we? What are we?
Podcasters.
Okay.
Yeah, human beings.
Well, I don't know.
Just a bunch of
What's the
goofy
question
guys.
again?
I haven't asked it yet.
Not
You
you.
said
His
travel.
question. What are we?
We are.
We are 130.
Oh, yeah, look at
my
that.
God, I love them. All right, go.
Wow.
Nerds.
Yeah.
So this,
She's right.
Sorry, Tom.
What I'm right
You were about to ask.
I don't know. I'll wait.
You said travel, and then we got distracted.
One last thing you wanted to do before we left.
Yeah.
Travel.
Since you do mostly van stuff, you see the country in a way that most people don't.
Mm-hmm.
But I have. Mikey has.
No,
Matt has to
no.
a degree.
No, I haven't.
I have because of the army.
If
but
I
not
wasn't
in any
driving, I was
cool
sleeping.
ways.
And I always
one
did
of
over.
you're one of those
I
people?
I always did the overnight drives. Yeah.
Rough.
What,
Oh, I loved it. I still do it now.
Well, I guess you're never in charge of driving, are you? You have drivers
Thank
that do
God,
that.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, thank God. No,
Oh.
I did like a weekend run in college, and I was like, I don't really want to do this anymore.
No, I think that's the best
It's
part.
like I'll eat the
Driving?
Yeah.
I'll eat the shit sandwich, but I don't want to drive.
I don't want to drive either.
Dude, this was back like when like what was it? iPhone 2 was that? Maybe 4? I don't know.
I toured with a TomTom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had a
TomTom.
GPS. We had a GPS
Used to
unit
use
that we called
MapQuest.
Susan, and the whole one. We called it Susan, but we were trying to figure out what it stood for.
Oh, cool.
So it was like satellite, or it was like Sound Universal Satellite Assisted Navigation. Is
that's
what we
fucking
came
brilliant,
up with.
actually.
Pretty fucking good.
But the only people that were playing were me and our drummer.
Oh.
He was my co-pilot,
There's
and like
that.
we were the only two that were playing along, and no one would do it. And there would be like random days, like it'd be a week, of like assisted, and he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Assisted navigation," like that. But
Like just hours of silence and he
just hours of silence, yes, and that would be boom. Like one day, like it would be, dude. It was like 3 a.m. Actually, I remember this vividly. I put on Super Troopers on my phone.
They just came out with a new movie, by the way. I need to see it.
Yeah, I put on Super Troopers on my phone, and he was like, ha, 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 like laughing along, and then out of nowhere, I look like I'm like, ha, like I'm not paying attention. I'm like, I don't know where the fuck are we? And he's just out. I'm like, yo, because that was the rule. Your co-pilot had to stay away with you.
Yeah.
But I didn't care. I just let him go. But I just remember that's how I woke him up. I was like, Josh. He goes, what? I was like, assisted navigation. He goes, what? He was like, I was like, Susan. SUS assisted navigation.
Oh.
And that's like, yeah, it
Genius.
was just, it was dumb.
Dude, I can't sleep in a moving vehicle, so I opted to drive a lot of the time. And now I love driving because I did it so much. So but can you sleep in the car or vehicle? Whatever it may be. Depending.
So on the bus, since I was new to the crew, I got top bunk, driver side.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Because you bounce
You feel everything. The amount of times that I'm a heavy sleeper, but the amount of times I've woken up and I'm like, we're going to die. We're going to flip over. Just
Yeah.
because he's speeding a little too fast, having a little too many zoomies. It's not a great time.
Yeah, those people who drive for a living are different.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are
Oh,
different people.
yeah.
But it's like there's these buses now that are coming over from the UK that are beat the street.
Well, they're like,
They're double
beat the
deck-
street.
Yeah.
No, they're double decker.
Beat the street.
So
That's pretty sick.
Oh, the upstairs you must feel everything.
yeah, so
up there.
the hangout space is on the first floor.
Upstairs is what?
The
Just
upstairs
sleeping?
is all sleeping.
Cool.
So everyone's
That's
a top
kinda-
bunk.
It's kind of cool though.
Most
There's
bands,
no,
when they,
there's no way you can sleep on that.
I can fall asleep anywhere.
most
I could
ban-
probably fall asleep on
Most
that.
bands, when they build out a touring vehicle, they create a loft like up in the roof area.
Or like take the back two benches out, build a loft bed, and then put storage underneath. I've done that before too.
I've seen.
we had a short bus that we ripped out all the seats and built bunk beds on each side.
That's a great
Yeah.
idea.
Which was great though. The first time we ever did it, we weren't finished, and Josh was trying to sleep. He chose bottom bunk, and our bassist was driving. And of course, this is back like on BlackBerry, like looking at lamb goat posts while driving. And I'm like, and he had to slam on his brakes, but Josh was just in a sleeping bag and just fucking went like slip. And he was like, I guess I never thought about having to put something here. He didn't have like a stop, so he just slid out.
Dude, that'd be fucking hilarious.
Dude, I was crying because I was laying in my bunk, just like there's nowhere to sit, so I was just laying, and then all I hear is shh, like the sound. Greatest day of my life. Driving back from that show though sucked because it snowed and we
Oh my god.
somebody put on no toll routes and I had to drive through.
no.
I had to go through Baltimore in the snow and that.
Fuck that, dude.
I remember like going downhill and I'm like, the light's turning red. I'm not stopping because like we had a bus and a trailer and every time I would like hit the brakes, I would feel it like do this. I'm like,
Yeah.
we either all die by jackknifing or I hit a car and I'm hurt.
That's
So
the
I just
scary thing that like now that I'm 27 and older, that I'm like, wow, like all those cool van builds are great, cool, fun, but like we could fucking die. How are we all alive?
yeah.
It's insane.
I like the loft build though in like a van.
I like the concept of it, but
My friend's
you would-
band just touring
gun,
like that.
gun to my head, I wouldn't get up there.
But they did no. So what we did,
Hand
in
to God.
Old van was it was a 15 passenger van, so you have bench,
Driver.
and then your driver's
Cap-
seat and
yeah.
your captain's chair. Back two benches were taken out and like it was like a lofted, built out of wood, and then like just put mattress pads and stuff like on top, and then the bottom was like you put your suitcases, your food, and all of that. Like, it was like 2 to 3 people could sleep in the back, and then you have your 2 benches.
I know many of people who sleep on the top of an Ampeg 8x10.
Yep.
In the
Oh
back
yeah.
of a van.
Oh yeah.
It's a solid base.
God.
It's not big enough for me, but it's close.
But they just my buddies that just came through, they did same exact thing, but instead of storage underneath, it was also a bed. So they had like bed. I'm like, ugh, and everything was just tucked into the trailer, and I was like, I would not be under
I can't.
this. I would not be under like plywood and whatever this
That's
is.
like the one situation where I'm going to be okay with a top bunk.
yeah.
I'm opposite of all you guys. I can't sleep in a moving vehicle unless I'm like dead tired.
Dude,
No,
I
dude,
have I've fallen asleep standing up before.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I actually fell
You get-
asleep listening at a show. I fell asleep. D's Nuts was playing.
I fell asleep too.
I fell asleep.
Oh wait, that's
with
not a
my
joke.
Yeah, the band was called D's
They're
Nuts.
called fucking D's Nuts.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
awful.
Australian
I
band.
saw them on Warped Tour. A couple years
Holy
ago.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was at Hangar 84, and they had bleachers in the back, and I just like sat in the bleachers and put my head in my lap and fell
Yeah.
out.
Dude,
I was so tired that day, though. That was
yeah,
different.
ask anyone that went to basic. You actually fall. I fell asleep walking one time.
Oh my god.
Like actually, like yeah,
That's
it's
awfully silly of
Fucking
you.
weird. Yeah, it's weird. You're just up for. I was up for like 4 days straight at one point, and just like
For this Florida Fest, we instead of flying into Fort Lauderdale and just Ubering to our Airbnb, flying into Orlando and then driving starting at 12:30 at night.
oh yeah.
We got a rental car. We were supposed to get a Kia Rio,
Tiny,
which
tiny
I drive
little
a
car.
Kia, so I was excited.
cool.
They gave us
You know the layout.
a Tacoma.
Oh no.
And our friend was like, I'll drive. I'm the reason why we're so late. You guys sleep. I was like, I fucking can't.
You're like, where?
Where-
Sitting
like,
straight up?
in the back.
Was it
Bed? Like,
was it
Yeah.
a Tacoma with a cab at least?
Yeah.
Still,
but it was still fucking miserable.
it's a pickup truck with a cab that the
Yeah.
seats are. You can't obviously lean the seat backs or nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
It was a terrible
I
time.
will sleep in a moving vehicle all day
Bro.
long.
Yeah, if
Can't
I'm
do
not
it.
driving, fuck, I'll sleep just going to the store, man.
That's why I don't buy a Tesla. I just sleep on the way home from
Oh
work.
yeah,
No. I
True.
wouldn't.
On my first tour, we toured. Our first van was a cargo van.
that's cool.
No,
Oh,
it's not
okay.
cool.
I don't know.
Because
I sleep in the fetal position, so I can just kind of
the
curl
only
up anywhere.
the only windows
Because there's no
were
windows in the car. Yeah. No.
driver and passenger side, and the back is just
Terrifying.
Yeah.
It also
closed.
gets hot as fuck.
That
in
too.
this as well.
didn't have
Oh.
AC. As,
Yeah,
as
of
we
course.
shouldn't.
Yeah.
Why would we? You know?
No.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, it's just an extra thing to break.
So
The sickest ones were conversion vans that you ripped out all the seats in and just had just like kind of like a sit in the base. It felt like you're sitting in like your friend's basement,
Yeah.
like playing
Yeah.
like Pokemon back in the day.
Yeah, dude.
Like that vibe. Those are the
I
shit.
just remember not in because like Kids Bop was the first tour I did in a while. So being at top
I still
bunk-
can't believe that that's a fucking thing.
and how
I-
long?
yeah,
was
I
it?
know
I never
it.
asked how long.
Oh
was
right,
it?
yeah, I looked it up and then I never actually said. It was like 2.5. We left for
2.5
rehearsals.
months?
Weeks.
Weeks.
No, months.
Oh,
we left
months.
For, we left for rehearsals, which were in Stamford, Connecticut.
Home of the
July
WWE.
14th.
Is it?
And then we went until like fucking
August.
September 4th. We did Red Rocks,
God.
Wow.
which a couple days before that we did Hollywood Bowl. Sold that out.
Holy shit. Kids.
Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher were there.
What?
They're still dating?
They're
They're
married.
married with children. She
Yeah.
was throwing ass during Kids Bop. She had the time of her life. It was amazing.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
yeah.
I've never heard the term
Rob
throwing
Dyrdek
ass.
was there.
That's fun. The guy that the
Yes.
skateboarder guy.
Wait, who?
Rob
Dyrdek.
Dyrdek.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a big night of all the hottest
stars.
celebs.
Cool.
Dude, I just learned about, like, obviously I knew he did a lot for skateboarding, but, like,
He's a fascinating
he has
dude.
done a lot for like the skate scene. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, dude.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
He always
Yeah, he
seems
had a great
super
time.
annoying. I never watched his show, but
no,
I like
quite the
No,
opposite.
yeah, dude.
He
He's
seems
brilliant.
annoying,
So-
but he's very genuinely nice, and I'm like, whoa, wait,
He's-
I'm not annoyed by
He's
you right
fucking brilliant.
Dude,
Oh,
all
okay.
of
So-
everything he did, like I actually just listened. One of my favorite podcasts to listen to is the 9 Club, and it's like,
love that. Yeah,
yeah,
I like.
they
that,
had
yeah.
him on recently, and he talked about like his business ventures and like why he did what he did with certain things.
Does
I'm
he
like,
really
holy
talk like that?
Shit,
No.
dude.
Oh, he does.
No.
He just puts on a show for MTV.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
all
he's on television.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
just-
Yeah.
That
he's
shit
just
is fucking drives me
overhyping like himself. Yeah,
Yeah.
Him no, him
marketing.
talking as like a dude is like him talking
Yeah,
like
but
a dude.
he and his family had the time of their lives at
That
this
rules.
But-
Kids Bop show. It was terrible.
But he does know that Street Dreams bombed.
I don't know
And
what that is.
It was a movie he did. Oh my god, dude! It is.
Whatever.
It's bad. It's bad. It's so good though.
But it's like getting on a bus tour after so long of not doing any touring, especially post COVID too. Being top bunk and going through like West Virginia and then going through Colorado.
mountains.
Oh god,
Yeah,
I could probably do it though.
our PM was like, this is so cozy. And I'm like, I feel like we're gonna fucking die.
all the time.
yeah.
Was that on the double decker?
No, I
Or was it
thank
just
God
regular?
I've never done one of those.
Okay.
The only time I've ever stepped foot on one was I did hospitality for Coldplay
Yeah.
Whoa.
last summer. So I was like putting shit on their buses. Which was annoying. It's a lot of stairs for those. I'm like, I'm
Man.
tired.
Talk about pro level. Jesus. I bet it was massive production.
It was a week-long production.
Oh my god.
It was insane. It took so long to set up, and they're like all like eco-friendly.
That just means
But-
they have a lot more steps involved
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
things that you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Shouldn't. What?
Speaking
Which,
of
like-
traveling though, just a like since like what you do is like you're doing like merch help or like production help and stuff like that. Like, have you ever had to do a tour where like you were in like a car or like a smaller vehicle, or was it always like van, bus?
Van is the smallest I've done.
Okay.
And like 15 passenger van.
Just be thankful.
Oh yeah,
Oh my god.
I've heard of people doing like merch for bands, and like they're on like a 15 passenger, and they have like the band and like someone else, like maybe a
follow.
TM or something, and they follow in like a Prius
yeah,
or something like that. Yeah.
Thank God I haven't done that, but
I've toured in 2 cars before.
that's a lot.
I've
Yeah,
toured
which
in-
like, go ahead.
I've toured in 1 car before, my RAV4 that I used to have. That was a nightmare.
I toured in an '89 Toyota Camry one time
Oh my
with
gosh.
during the winter with one of the windows was broken. No heat.
That sounds
Just-
like a great time.
It sucked.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like people have been like, "Oh my god, like you've really been grinding to get these big tours," but it's like I haven't grinded that much
No, yeah.
at all.
No, you still have to like again,
Yeah.
like you've how much like how many like you said how many shows you did for free, like and how much work you probably done for free.
Too many.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's not a single person I know like that's why I was like super stoked that like when Tom was like, "Oh yeah, I'm having a friend on who does this." I was like, "Great," because that's why I wanted to have my one buddy on, because that's
yeah.
kind of in his realm as well.
But like I also feel like something like not just wanting to make it in the industry and just being like, I'll do work for free. I didn't have anyone tell me like, you should be charging this much starting out. You should be once you get to this, you should be, getting paid this much amount.
yeah,
So like,
there's no guideline to it.
No,
yeah.
well,
So like,
Yeah.
pay transparency in this industry, especially, is super important, and I love talking about it.
yeah, that you said that earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Especially not to play the woman card, but especially like as a woman in this industry. know?
Final hack question.
Yeah.
Where's your favorite place to go in the country?
That is a very hacky like
I,
question.
a good
I still
one.
want to know.
But
it says a lot.
but it is a good one.
It says a
Yeah.
lot about
Like-
someone.
On tour, yeah. I feel like Red Rocks is probably the best favorite thing I've done.
I still want to go to that venue. So
Because
it just
it's
It's iconic.
it's amazing.
the sunset.
People are working out like on the steps while we're loading in and shit. And it's
Cool.
like that was our last, like second to last show. Our last show was like a state fair in Washington, which like our production was scaled down. Like it was like not a big to do or anything. And it's like everyone on my crew had altitude sickness.
Oh man,
And my asthmatic ass was running up and down the steps.
Oh shit.
jeez.
You guys drove in, right? That's like I've never heard. I mean, I know it happens, especially like going into Colorado. It'll happen, but like I heard the best way is to drive in. Like if you are prone to getting altitude sickness, is to drive
Yeah.
in because you're slowly coming into
Slowly
it,
adjusting.
not just
Yeah.
getting a plane, coming out, and just being like, oh fuck.
Yeah, no,
Like,
that's exactly it. Like we drove up the mountain, which I
Yeah.
made sure that I woke up early because it was so pretty.
Yeah, because you also
That
have to when you're
drive is-
drinking when you're
Yeah.
driving into, you have to drink a lot of water, and that's also what I did on the last
Yeah.
time I flew in the Colorado. Was like I flew into Denver. I was like the whole flight. I was like just chugging. It's like bring it to me, bring me water, bring me water. Like just chugging as much as I could.
Favorite part of the country?
Favorite part of the country that I've been to. It sucks because there's a lot. Like we did a lot of like drive-bys, or like we literally did the thing where like we got to the town, loaded in, played the
right.
show, and had to leave. But out of the places,
So
that,
your experience is a parking lot. A
Pretty
venue,
much,
and
yeah.
then You leave.
but the only places that like we've actually like been around, Boston was probably like my favorite place to hang out at.
Very
Because we got to go like downtown Boston. We got to see like a lot of the old buildings,
Historic
like,
shit.
all the historic shit. Like just much like Philadelphia, like you go to Old City and just a lot of Philadelphia. A lot of the Northeast is very, very good for history.
Well, it's the
Hell yeah.
oldest part of the country.
Exactly.
Makes sense. What do you say, Matt? How about you? What do you think? What's
You
your
know,
favorite part?
I gotta be real. I really haven't been many places. I kind of just like, I'm
Just
kind of one of those
Northeast?
people too. That's like, I mean, barely, dude. Like, I can, I think, I can name like everywhere I've been on one hand.
Oh man.
Yeah, I just, dude. I mean, I'm kind of a workaholic, and I'm one of those people that's like, no matter where you are, there you are. So I kind of have a good time.
No matter
like,
where I go,
where, yeah,
there I am.
That's what I mean. I'm just like I could, like I've been to Vermont before, and I was like, oh, this kind of reminds me of Delaware.
Vermont's beautiful.
It is
though,
beautiful.
Driving through
It's
it.
fun.
Yeah, it's all lesbian couples with Subarus, bro.
What more
That is-
could you want?
That is straight up all I saw in Vermont. It was
Sounds
lovely.
like
And there was,
Washington.
you know what I liked about Vermont? There were no chain businesses there, like no McDonald's, no.
Yeah, I was talking
fucking-
about the hills
That's a
and
good
stuff
answer,
driving
though.
in.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a
I don't know, man. I really liked L.A. I I know that's like a hacky answer, sorta, because like I love
hated LA.
See, and I loved it. Like there was a lot of people like Liz and me there, and like there's like nobody like that really around here.
Well, it's
Yeah.
made for people to like it. That's why people stay.
It's quirky.
Right, yeah. No, I like that. I love New York City. Like I could hang out in New York
I do.
all the time.
I do love New York,
I
but I
grew
could
up
never
going-
live there.
Yeah, I
know
think
we
I
talked about it with
could.
Eddie. I could not live there.
And
And
my-
now
like-
that I moved out, I can't really see myself.
Oh, you lived there for a while?
I went to school there, so I lived there for like
Yeah.
4.5 years.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
And now it's gotten more expensive. I left because it was getting way too expensive.
Yeah, it
Too
is way too
expensive, it's
expensive.
too
But
crowded.
I love going
Yeah.
there to hang out. I have like some friends there. And yeah,
Yeah,
just
I could
it.
do like a weekend or a week.
It depends on what you're doing with your life.
Yeah.
It's great for some.
Oh, my career
things.
now, I would not.
I love theater.
I would die before I did that.
Like my boyfriend and I went on my 27th birthday to Music Hall of Williamsburg, which he used to work at, and we saw Softkill, and it was great.
Nice.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
What about you?
Southwest, no question.
I've never been to Southwest other than like layovers.
Like-
Arizona, New Mexico.
Oh, I would love.
Southern
Ariz-
Colorado.
Arizona and New Mexico killed me.
Love it.
I would
the
love
heat.
to go. I
Miserable.
would love to go.
Yeah, that was the one time that I was like,
It's a dry heat though.
That's what they say. Yeah.
Oh god, fucking
it's a
Texas.
That's the
fucking
same.
bitch.
Hot.
Texas is different.
El Paso.
El Paso
I've
is
never-
a nightmare.
fucking-
I would love to actually go to like Dallas and Austin. I've never been there. And
Austin
El
was
Paso
good,
too.
and then I went back a second time, and I was like,
I would.
Nope.
If I leave the Northeast, I'm going to Arizona.
Cool.
I love it that
Yeah,
much.
I would like to go to Arizona.
I think if I were to leave the East Coast, I'd go to Nashville.
Nashville's
Nashville's
pretty
sick.
awesome,
I love Nashville.
especially now.
There was an
Nashville's
awesome
pretty
punk bar
awesome.
there.
Really?
That like yeah,
cool.
they were playing like it was like nothing but like just hard like it was someone's like iPod just playing.
Yeah.
And they had tall boys at PBR, but they were the extra talls. They're 24-ounce cans.
Cool.
Hell
$3.
yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, brother. All right.
Let's wrap on that. though.
Alcohol.
All right.
Sure.
Any
At Thanks for Your Services podcast on Instagram. Send us an email if you don't use Instagram. ThankYouForUrServices@gmail.com. Your is spelled UR. And what are we plugging? Anything?
I got no.
Peyton, you want to plug anything?
Again, if you're at a show that I am working, please tip me and please be nice.
Thank you for
Be
coming.
nice.
sensitive.
Thank you for
Be
coming
very
on our.
nice.
Thank you for coming
Thank
on our
you,
podcast.
seriously.
And also, thank you for having me.
Yeah, this is
Of
awesome.
course. You're welcome anytime.
Thank you for all you do.
Oh, don't say that, because I'll just be back.
That's how I ended up.
Yeah, we'd
I
love
will
to have you
never
on
Leave
again.
leave.
space.
Yeah.
We have 4 microphones. So
Yeah.
now make eye contact. Be nice.
Talk fucking into her face so she
And know
can
your
hear you.
size.
As close as
that goes to
possible.
me
Oh my
too
God,
because my
please know
hearing
your
is not
size.
good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Please know what size shirt you're wearing, and if you're getting it for someone else, know what shirt they wear.
Thank you for your services.